Still in my chair? Silly.
Hey, what's up, Ralph? How you doing?
Alright, welcome in. How are you? Oh, thank you for the follow.
Hey, thank you for the follow. Still getting a couple things set up, but we'll be in there in just a minute.
Hey, congrats, Ralph. I hope they went well. And Jimothy, hello. Welcome in. How are you? That wasn't too bad. Thank you for asking. I hope yours was good.
Hey, what's up, Jimmy? How are you doing? Hey, Crash. Good to see you.
Oh, Crash, welcome in. How are you? Konbanwa.
I'm just doing a couple
Looks perfect to me.
notifications.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear your day was great. I'm good. I think Roy's good. I think his stomach's bothering him, but he's being really brave about it. Wait, don't punch Stubby. Rude. Hey. I know he's in your chair. Who does that? Went from having no cats last stream to having too many cats this stream. Not enough room for them all. Hey, you get to sleep in and work on your drawing? That sounds great. Sleeping in is underrated. I get up at the same time every day and I miss being able to sleep in. Having a schedule could be nice though. Your day was a little strange. Oh, you had a blood test? Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm like definitely afraid of needles. I feel you. I hope it went okay. And I hope your results were good. Yeah, the cat's misbalanced. I'm not sure where to put Stubby because Axel's in the bed behind me. Portia's in my lap. But Stubby's in the chair. It's a mess. I'll just have to sit with very good posture the whole stream. Not worst case scenario.
Yeah, I hope the blood work turns out good.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's for, but hopefully you get the best results. As
Yeah.
far as needles, they've always kind of fascinated me. I actually watch when they take blood or do shots or any of that. But I also watched them when they fixed me up like after I had some pretty
Oh,
bad
stitches?
injuries.
Mm.
We good to go to the main screen?
Yeah.
Oh, you're leaning forward. That means you get a cat behind you, huh?
Yeah, I can't put him in the bed though, because Axel's there. We got too many cats. Oh, I could never. I think I was fine with needles until I was like 6, and I had stitches, and I don't think the painkiller was good. Like I don't know if they forgot to put any on or what happened, but all I know is I felt every stitch, and ever since I've been terrified. I'm okay if I don't look at them though.
Oh, right. I'm a sailor boy. I totally forgot this.
It's so cute.
I wish I could get the mouth to
though.
open up further, though. I'd like have to sling my mouth open to get this guy to open his mouth.
Yeah, he just kind of looks like he's looking around with his mouth shut.
I'm speaking to you all through sailor telepathy.
Yeah, there are cats hacking everywhere. Cat here, cat there, cat here. Let me move this. Maybe y'all can see her better.
Maybe I should calibrate him with my mouth open,
what the heck?
so he seems like he's always got his mouth open.
Oh man, that is terrifying.
I actually have as well, Jimmy. I don't want to say too much because I know that can be triggering for some, but yeah, there were some that I weren't put under for, and I got to watch. It's pretty cool stuff, honestly. In my opinion, I know why. I know a lot of people are bothered by it. Brimmy Brim, I hope you have a good work shift, homie.
Oh, Brim, have an awesome work. Thank you for the lurk. Oh, and Bones, welcome in.
Bones, happy to see you. How are you doing?
Repa. Oh, hello.
Hey, what's up, Repa? Good to see you.
Yeah, I couldn't.
How are y'all doing tonight?
See when they were doing this, but I could feel it. Terrifying. Needles are hearty, no thanks.
Sasha has a cat in front of her and behind her, and to the side of her.
Yep. Too many cats. There were like no cats last time. What the heck? Y'all need to take shifts.
She's gonna be overrun!
Yeah. I mean, I can play like this, I guess. I'll just have to sit with good posture.
Oh Lord, I have a cup of old coffee here that from like yesterday. I need to push that aside, or I'm gonna end up accidentally taking a swig.
Yeah, don't drink that.
I mean, it's just from yesterday, and I drank my coffee black, so it'll pretty much just be like, kind of just flat coffee. This coffee? No, coffee doesn't get flat. I get old. It's just old. Stale. Yeah, that's the word, stale.
Is Rags? Ragana, hello.
Rags, what's up? How you doing, bro?
How are you? They can work on a drawing again?
Ooh, the first gingerbread man of the season.
Ooh.
We had some eggnog. We've had some eggnog. We've had some eggnog, but haven't had any gingerman. Gingerman? Gingerbread
It works? That's funny. I've never heard him called that. I love gingerbread. Oh my god. I haven't had any this year yet, though. Yeah, I think I read them for free online.
Yeah, we couldn't get the light novels at first, so I actually read them. I didn't read them for free. I have we pay for a couple of different book services that cover manga, and some of them do light novels as well. So it's one of those sites. Which one is it? What's their publish? It's by their publisher. I can't remember who it is. Had that.
I just figured you were cosplaying a pirate.
But yeah, they let you read light novels on there up to like the light novel has to be a certain age before they'll put it on the website. Doritos, it's a Dorito storm. What's up, Fox?
Oh, Fox, welcome in. How are you?
And Possum, how you doing?
Oh, Possum, hello. Comes to from a blackout. Greetings in planetary terrarium aquarium sanitarium nefarious collateral baloney mechanism nonsensical aberrations. Same to you.
But the
I'm not gonna read that again.
The Overlord light novels are hardbacks, and they have amazing art on the outside and a little bit on the inside by one of my favorite artists, Sobin.
Oh, yeah, the one that does the art for the outros.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty. Oh.
I've always wanted to have one of the Overlord light novels, so thank you very much, Jimmy. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you for that.
I'm up
Roy will
to like,
definitely enjoy that, and I'll probably read it too.
yeah, now Sash can actually read it.
Mm,
The light
I
novels
like
have a lot of
real
details the
books.
anime didn't.
You could smash a bag of sweet chili heat right now. What is sweet chili heat?
Mr.
Sounds
Bones,
good.
I actually watch one of our streamer friends, that gamer chick. She was playing Choo Choo Charles the other night. It is
Oh,
terrifying as it is hilarious. It's like so badly done, but it's actually kind of a cool game to watch. If you want to see someone stream it, I recommend it. It's pretty fun to watch.
the heck you say?
Sweet chili heat. I love sweet chili heat. If I'm gonna have any kind of spicy, I prefer it to be spicy
Mm,
sweet.
I like anything spicy. I just like everything. If it's food, I'll eat it.
When you get like poke bowls, you can get like that sweet chili topping on them.
Oh
Oh
yeah,
man, it's so
good.
good.
You played Sky? I really like the art for Sky. I'm glad it's fun too. Oh, would you be able to get a link to the service you're talking about?
Yeah, I'll have to check and see which one it is. It's actually an app. It's on my tablet. I don't have my tablet next to me right now. I just keep it on my tablet, not my phone, because I have trouble reading on my phone. It's like Viz or I don't think it's Viz. Who's the
Oh, I haven't
publisher?
had a chance to check out Discord yet today. I should have some time tomorrow. I haven't had 2 seconds to rub together today. Oh, is it Doritos flavor? Oh, yeah, I don't think we get those here. I can check at the grocery store, but pretty sure that we don't get flavors that cool. Oh, Booga Booga, hello! How are you? Who needs a PC? Yeah, we do okay with our, it's not quite a potato, but it's a little dated. Oh, Kentrin, hello! Bringing the kitties, how are you? Oh, whose cat is that? Oh, I like the orange tabby. Shonen Jump? It might be Shonen Jump.
I think it was maybe web novel or Shonen. Yeah, it was either web novel, Shonen Jump, or maybe the Yen Press one. I think we're subscribed to both Yen Press and Shonen Jump. There are
Trying to
quite a few.
remember
I think
who
they're like
does the
2 volumes behind on translations, though, because like I said, they wait a certain time before they publish it on their app.
Mm-hmm.
Buku, what's going on? Good to see you. Kinshrid, how you doing? All the cats.
Our freshness, welcome in. How are you? Oh, Naman, hello. How are you?
If it's not in Shonen
We got a
Jump,
lot
it
of cats.
might be Yen Press. I think Yen Press actually published Overlord. I think it was Yen Press. I read so much manga and light novels that I get them confused.
If I had read it, I'd probably remember, but I've only seen them in stores. I can't remember.
Hey, Fresh and Amon, how you two doing?
Yeah, heckin' lot of cats. Entirely too many cats tonight.
All the cats.
I have nowhere to sit. I'm gonna have to figure out another cat bed. That's okay. It's good for my abs and back. Get a little strength at work in while I'm playing.
I have to drink my Alka-Helper here. I've been having a bad stomach day.
Yeah, our stomach's upset. Ooh, chicken enchiladas. Oh man. Alka-Helper.
Alka-Helper.
You hear someone rub your chin like that? I don't understand why cats like their chins rubbed very much, because I feel like that wouldn't feel very good.
Ooh, chicken enchiladas is great. Sasha
Yeah.
can make a killer set of chicken enchiladas. Well, we call them enchiladas. They're actually more like a legion or a litter of smothered chicken burritos, but they're still awesome.
Yeah, they're kind of on the dry side. I don't like mine falling apart. So I omit one of the liquids in the recipe.
No worries, Ralph. I come from a long line of hereditary stomach dysfunction. I'm used to it. It sucks when it gets really bad like this, but again, still used to it. But I appreciate it. No worries, I'll be good.
Oh, maybe with a beard it would actually feel nice because it's not just like your bare chin.
I wish I could grow
Enchilada
some facial
casserole.
hair. Like
Oh, you had enchiladas too, Kitchen?
it takes me like 2 or 3 months to actually get like even a 5 o'clock shadow. But man, I wish I could grow a beard. They look nice.
Yeah, they can look really cool.
My when I do get anything, it's like all sparse and stupid looking.
I don't think it's stupid looking. It's like super blonde compared to your hair, which is kind of cool.
And I really dislike the way it feels. I think I've told you guys this before. To me, like facial hair feels like a bunch of spiky bugs on my skin. And I can't take it. It bothers the crap out of me.
Yeah, I can't imagine it doesn't seem very nice.
But I really like facial hair on dudes. It's nice.
It can look really cool.
Frames the face.
White rice with shredded cheese. That sounds amazing.
Just getting older, Repa. Yeah, I hope it's not too bad. I've grown up with it, so I'm used to it. So I know if it's hitting you, like if it's not something you're used to, it must be extra emphasized for you. So hopefully it doesn't get too bad.
I never used to have any stomach issues, no matter what I ate, but now I do.
Man, everyone having the enchiladas today. Nice.
Hey, enchiladas are amazing.
Hey, thanks for taking care of Pando, Ralph.
Foxy grow a lot of facial hair.
Can't eat acidic foods as much now. Yeah, I'm kind of there. And my lactose intolerance seems to be getting bigger and bigger. So I'm having to resort to like almond and oat milk more, which oatmeal's a little bit on the calorie heavy side, but it's good. It tastes really good.
It tastes really good in coffee.
Want some of yours, Fox? Sure. Just can you email it to me?
Email it. Oh, you've got a sore throat. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon.
Shaving since you were 13 or 14 fresh? Good lord. I don't think I had to shave until I was like 22.
Oh, can I maybe move Stubby into my lap?
I remember when I was in school though, there was a couple of kids, they had to start shaving at like 11.
Oh goodness.
Like I remember they come into class and they started having facial hair and the teacher made them go shave it. So they like the teacher had to call their dads and have them be like, "It's time to teach your son to shave." And then they came back and they're like, "I had to shave. I shaved." It's like they were so proud of it.
Yeah.
And the rest of us thought it was so cool. Like, "Oh my god, you get to shave, dude? What?"
Yeah, a lot of schools don't allow facial hair. It does seem like it's kind of a lot of work to keep up, especially if you got like a long one.
Now the hair on my head, that's a whole nother story. That crap grows way too fast.
A week long? Oh, like a week worth of growth, I get you. I was gonna say, how long is a week?
You could flip your beard up and cover your face with it, Possum? Oh, right, Possum. I remember you saying your hair was down to like the end of your sternum now, right?
Heck, that's crazy.
I think that was you that was saying that the other day.
I think you've shared pictures in the Discord. I can't remember.
Does oat milk mess with gluten allergies? I don't think it does. Let me double check though.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't think so. Deeper voices than the teachers. Sometimes. You've had facial hair since middle school?
Oh yeah, it says that oatmeal is safe for those with a gluten intolerance, nut allergy, or lactose intolerance. So oatmeal's pretty good.
It's got a good amount of protein.
Oat milk is good across the board.
It's got a decent amount of protein too. I think soy milk has more, but I think some people have some soy milk issues, allergies, whatnot. Yeah, my school was like that. No, they didn't allow facial hair, but like all the teachers that were dudes had facial hair.
Hey, Persona, what's going on? How are you doing? Oatmeal is delicious. Like, well, oatmeal is delicious, but oat milk as well. Oatmeal's really good.
Oh, Persona Effect, nice name. Welcome in.
I want to enjoy oatmeal more, but it tends to be a bit high on the calorie side of things.
It goes out? Oh, that sounds incredibly annoying. Oh, Loki, hello. How are you?
Hey, what's up, Loki? Good to see you.
Yeah, I would drink oat milk straight too.
Oh, Loki. Do you happen to have
Oh,
a
good. Thank you for
Twitter?
asking.
I went over. I was wanting. We always anyone who raids us,
Hmm.
we always acknowledge them on Twitter, and I didn't see a Twitter over on your
It's
about
there.
page. Oh, you don't? Hmm. Next time I'll put your I
I
guess I'll
think
just
you.
put your Twitch on there. That should
Yeah, I
work.
think you can directly link the Twitch. Zervidius, welcome in.
Zervidius, I
Oh, you're.
love the name.
Yeah, that's a cool name. And you like kitties? You are. You definitely are kind of people.
Oh, if
Oh,
you
thank you
like
for the follow.
kitties,
Dang.
that's kind of one of our big things around here.
Yeah, adopt, don't shop. We love our babies.
And thank you for the follow, Zer. We appreciate it. We'll be getting around to the game here shortly, but we always like to start off our streams chatting with everyone getting caught up.
Oh, Persona used to be a barista. Me too.
Ooh, overnight
Wait,
oats.
ooh, overnight oats are so good. Did I miss that? Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Fresh was
man,
saying.
overnight
Well,
oats are the best.
Fresh, I can't remember Fresh. You're like a chef or something, right? You always seem to have a lot of know-how when it comes to like meal prep and everything for fitness for that. No? I
I do
remember
have a
we've
couple
had a few
chefs, but
conversations with you about like meal prep and such, so you seem to know what you're talking about.
yeah, it sounds like me. I'm no professional chef, but I do like to cook, and I cook almost all of our meals.
Yeah, Sasha used to work
Oh,
at Starbucks.
yeah, I worked at Starbucks and I worked in a grocery store, uh, coffee bar, and uh, yeah, some people would have some interesting ways of requesting things.
It's
And
funny because Sash still has her a Starbucks apron or two
I
lying
do,
around,
yeah.
and I remember a while back there was a trend where people were drawing like muscular ladies in Starbucks aprons, and we missed out.
Oh man,
Could try to bring it back.
let's do a Final Fantasy 14 version.
Oh, with your culinary apron?
Mm. Ooh, Crystal Light's great.
Down 100 pounds, Fresh. Holy
Hey,
crap!
congratulations.
Congratulations, that's awesome.
Yeah, man, that's impressive as heck.
I remembered when I dropped 60 pounds. I've unfortunately been gaining a bit of it back because my back's been keeping me from walking much.
Mm.
But I'm trying to just cut down calories and see if I can keep my weight more under control through calories alone until I can get back to where I can walk regularly. Oh, it's not prying at all, Persona. Persona? Did you see Persona's message there at the bottom?
Oh, I usually don't go to the gym because it gives me anxiety, but I think tips. There's a lot of workouts that you can get online, like whole programs for free if you're not sure what to do. And they'll just give you like a list of different workouts to do on the day. I don't really come up with my own workouts, so that helps me a lot. I just follow along videos.
If you are wanting to do a bit at home, though, yeah, we've got a couple of folks that we watch. Sydney Cummings on YouTube, as well as Caroline Gervan. Caroline Gervan's a lot more extreme when it comes to the workouts.
Yeah, I think Caroline's, or not Caroline, Sydney's a little more beginner friendly.
Yeah, Sydney's definitely more beginner friendly.
But yeah, as far as tips, I would just say don't let anything get to you when you go to the gym. Most people are just worried about themselves and how they look, so just have fun with it.
Oh, you do the cooking in the house, Zerv? A good Tuscan chicken with asparagus sounds nice. Valkian, what's up? How are you doing? Big O, how are you? Good to see you too.
Oh, Big O, welcome in. How are you? And Valkian, hello, hello. How are you?
Yeah, Zerv's actually got some really good pointers there.
Yeah. Yeah, consistency over hard work every day.
Yeah, the most important thing when it comes to fitness is definitely
Going
consistency.
outside.
And like they say, abs are made in the kitchen, not in the gym. So
Hmm.
if you're wanting to trim fat, that kind of stuff, you've got to trim out the calories. But you don't have to make yourself hate your diet. Go with a bunch of different things. Maybe try a little bit of keto, try a little bit of low carb, a little bit of low cal. Try a few different diets and see what you like.
Yeah,
And
what?
then usually you can come up with like a mix of all of those to keep your that works for you, and it'll be something that you want. You want to be able to have something that'll last you long term. Don't think of it as a
Yeah.
diet, think of it as a lifestyle change. Like that's how you're going to eat in the long term.
Yeah, if you can't keep it up for the rest of your life, then it's probably not going to work out in the short term either. Oi, no punching. I
Doing
don't know who
good,
did anything.
Valkian, doing good.
Yeah, thank you for asking. I'm looking forward to getting past chapter 2 and Crisis Core.
And Fresh does have a good point there. If anyone ever approaches, definitely be nice and friendly.
Mm.
Like gym bros, I know a lot of people have toxic. They have an opinion that they can be toxic, but in my opinion, good gym mentality, good gym friendships can last a long time, and they can really help carry you through some really big physical ordeals.
Yeah, having a gym buddy can be great, and people are usually really nice. Ooh, next gen update to Witcher 3. I think I've seen some videos of how it looks.
Oh, you got a recipe for overnight oats, Repa? 1 second.
Oh, heck yeah. And freshness has sounded really good too.
On our Twitch,
Ring
I
Fit's so
keep telling
underrated.
it to allow hyperlinks, but it still is not allowing them.
Live on a farm ranch, sleep in beefy most of your life. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of people like to try to outwork their diet, but it's such an incredible amount of work. Really, unless you have like genetics that just allow you to sort of eat whatever, you have to do both.
But keep in mind, you
Oh, you had
also
a
do
stream?
got to give yourself a little bit of carrot with that
Oh, yeah.
stick. So, in our opinion, I know a lot of people might disagree, but in our opinion and our experience, cheat days are okay. Just
Yeah.
be moderate with them. We only do Fridays are the only days that we eat out. We cook every other day, and on Fridays we do it up. We eat tons of stuff, and
It kind of depends on the person, though. Some people prefer not to do cheat days because they fall off on those days. So diets are really personal. You just got to try a bunch of things, and whatever works for you works for you.
yeah, exactly.
Just because we prefer one way to do it doesn't mean it's the be all end all.
I just like to say that about cheat days because 90% of the time it seems like everyone is under the impression that you just cannot cheat whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something, give it a shot. If it doesn't work for you or you feel that you're going to be able to better discipline yourself by not giving yourself a cheat day, then that's cool. But don't just completely throw it out of your mind because of things that you've heard. Give it a chance if you feel you need to.
Freshness is so heckin' cool. Do
Plush,
you
what's
still
up?
know them? That was incredibly cool of them. There's so many people like that that just like live at gyms and just want to help people because they know what it's like to be a beginner.
Oh, you had a stream last night, Valkian? I'm pretty sure we have you followed. I don't know if I got a notification for it, though. Let me make sure we're following. Yeah, we're following you. Maybe I
I'm
wasn't
gonna need
awake.
to.
I had to get to bed kind of early last night because my gut was killing me.
Yeah, I forget when I laid down, but I think it was right after the stream.
You deleted the music on your phone, Plush.
Oh, how come?
We're gonna get new music now? Should download all Weeby stuff. There's a lot of really good anime intros, and Chainsaw Man is producing awesome anime outros every single episode. I don't know how they're doing it. Hey,
Yeah.
thanks you for the posture and stretch.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
I'm
I've
stretching, I
talked to
promise.
a lot of people that is the case, freshness. So I don't knock on anyone who doesn't like to do cheat days, but a lot of people like to do all or nothing and then they can't stick to it for a long period of time. I just feel like cheat days for the kind of person that it's too much pressure to just like eat perfectly all the time to just have days where you can have whatever. And then you also get to eat from any food group you like. You're not. It increases the variety of what you're eating.
I know
Are
the
the
whole
cats having a
chicken and
party?
rice thing works for chicken broccoli rice thing works for a lot of people, and if it
Mm-hmm.
does work for them, more power to them. I just know
Mm-hmm.
that wouldn't work for me. So
Yeah, I love food, so I like to have variety. But it does work for plenty of people. There's people out there that's totally cool. They could eat like that for the rest of their lives.
and what's up, Simple Sandcastle? I'm sorry, I don't think I said hi to you. How you
Oh,
doing?
Sandcastle, welcome in.
And
How are you?
Moon, what's up? Good to see you. How are the two of you doing tonight?
Cinnamon taco. Yeah, I think
Taco Bell, oh my
we say
god.
cheat day, but I think it's best to actually do like a cheat meal. So it's only whatever you can eat at a certain sitting, and then beyond that, you're still on your regular diet. Because you can actually do a lot of damage over the course of like a whole day of eating whatever. Yeah, it helps to have treats and stuff sometimes. I don't do very well with that because I will tend to eat too many of them at a time, but so I just can't have it around and I just have one or two on a cheat day or whatever. And card game tokens and hanging sounds like a good time. And no one's perfect all the time, Plush. Everybody eats unhealthy sometimes, or even a lot of the time, but it's okay to do that sometimes. And no matter how many times you screw up, you got to be okay with forgiving yourself and being okay with getting back on the wagon. Just because you screwed up doesn't mean that you can't get back to it. Oh, you've injured your lower back? I'm sorry to hear that. I've got like genetic issues in my lower back, so I feel your pain. I've actually gained like a half inch of height from stretching and working on like my ridiculously tight hip flexors. Oh, low key, same. Our playlist is exactly like that.
Hey, Go Rick, what's going on? How are you?
Garrick, welcome in. How are you? As an adorable emote. Oh, you have two
Gorek, I wasn't
hernias.
actually aware that you streamed until today when you posted your Twitter stuff, your Twitch stuff. So you can expect to see us all up in your chat here pretty
Oh,
soon.
most definitely.
I didn't know that you streamed. Otherwise, we would have already been paying you visits.
Freshness, that's how I am. I just like if I get Reese's, I have to get like a 2-pack on a cheat day. I can't have the whole bag around. I have no self control. Oh, it's deviated to the left, so like scoliosis kind of. Roy's got some pretty serious back issues too. You can probably relate. It's really hard to work through that.
Yeah, I've herniated 2 discs and I've slipped 4, so I've got a pretty rough back issues. And they tend to come back mostly when it's like bad weather out can really kind of just knock me out.
Oh, Moon Yeti. Usually it's from 7 to 10:30 ish, 10:30 to 11, kind of our time. So like 3.5 hours.
No, Rep, it wasn't due to powerlifting. They've been due to injuries. I fell off a third-story balcony that I was working on. I used to do construction work, and I was working on putting a plate of glass in on the balcony, and I fell 3 stories. I wasn't tied in properly, and I ended up going through. I landed on the top of a convertible that had the roof over it, and yeah, I landed right on the headrests, and then rolled into the back seat, broke my pelvis, herniated a bunch of discs. I broke my ankle, broke several other limbs, my right arm in 3 places, major
Man,
concussion, bunch of stuff. I was in the hospital for like 9 months.
sounds like you're lucky to survive.
They had to have me in a spike cast, which is, if you're not aware of what a spike cast is, basically a cast pair of shorts because I couldn't move my pelvis. So I had to stay, I didn't even have a bed. They hung me up from a hook. And I had a little cart with a pillow and stuff on it. Now I just kind of was suspended in air for several months. They would take me for walkies though, which was cool. They'd put me on they'd put me on a hook that had wheels and they'd roll me around through the hallways, or sometimes they'd let me they'd had a hook that they'd put me on the outside of my hospital room door. So people that walked by, I could just spark up conversations with people, chat with people near the waiting room because it was right next to me. It was fun. It was bad for me physically, very bad, but I got to admit I really kind of blossomed socially when that was happening because I had nothing else to do like but talk to people. Like my body was wrapped up, so it's like I just learned to socialize with people. Kept me going.
Man, I wish I had some reason to.
Helix, what's up, bro?
Oh, Helix, welcome in. How are you?
Helix, you have a 69-inch
Like Zora
PP.
after VR. Oh my god, they do be
Nice.
doing Zora like that. Yeah, it sounds like he was lucky to fall on a car and not the concrete. It was painful being at the anime convention.
You guys pretty much all know Helix around here, I bet. But if you don't, Helix is my self-proclaimed streamer husband. You guys should all go and show Helix some love.
Helix is amazing. Incredible energy. And lots of really cool technical stuff in the stream. There's a lot of interactivity. It's a really good time.
How you doing tonight, Helix? What's up, bro?
How you?
Yeah, Repa, that was a lot of years ago.
You too what?
Oh, it's been 15 years, I think. So, but a lot of those injuries did kind of stick with me. But I've also done a lot of dumb stuff. I've got a lot of different injuries that have stuck with me over the years.
Helix and my streamer married.
Get with me, Avatar. I command thee. There we go.
I lost him. Oh, Portia's back. I don't know when that happened.
Helix and Roy are streamer married. I didn't even ask Helix first.
Didn't even ask.
Just slipped the ring on in his sleep.
I have decided it is so.
Hey Ocho, how are you doing? Good to see you.
Oh, Ocho, welcome in.
Oh, this
you-
you're right. This avatar
do
does
look
look
like
like
an
an android.
Heck, I didn't even notice.
I kind of wish it was a little bit more expressive. I like it when an avatar is very expressive.
He just looks mildly concerned all the time.
Yeah, I just kind of look like I'm like, where am I? What am I doing here?
Pro wrestling after a suplex. Ouch. You ain't fighting this one. So you get to be happily married twice. Oh, I'm jelly.
If Sash were to have a streamer wife, who would it be? Be like Holly or Auroral Visage?
Heck. I don't know. It'd be so hard to pick. There's too many that I love to watch. Oh my god. I have to think about that. I don't know.
Got your first hernia when you were doing pro wrestling after a suplex, Big O? Dang.
God, that sounds so awful. Oh, Epic, welcome in. How are you? And we got a heckin' lot of creatures tonight. We had like none last night, and now we have 3.
Epic, what's up? Good to see you. And Solid Snake, thank you so much for the resub.
Oh, dang.
9 months. It's a Twitch baby. I guess, what are we going to name it? Are we going to name it Ocelot?
Oh, it should be Ocelot.
Shalashaska?
I'm sure Roy is too, but I'm pretty heckin' excited for Armor Core. I grew up playing Armor Core. I'm so excited.
Colonel Roy, time is going too damn fast, and it's been another month.
I don't want to wake him up.
But how does it taste?
Tastes like Armor Core.
Tastes like Armor Core. It tastes like oil, metal.
Oh no.
Way too much metal.
Now you have a child. Immediately. Oh, and Rolf asked about my shirt. It's Behemoth. Hunting Club Behemoth. I don't know if you can see.
Oh, you got it on tape, so the suplex looked great, but man, I can imagine, like, every time I see someone do a suplex, I can't help but wonder, like, how much do you have to stretch for that?
Tastes like bullets, iron, and fire. And probably death. Oh, Helix, thank you. I love Behemoth. He looks awesome.
Tastes like bullets, iron, and fire. Gross.
The snake one's my favorite. I wish that we had to redeem the snake for a minute.
Some nights I can do snake okay, and other nights it's like,
I think it's always
I don't
good.
know.
I want to move Stubby into my lap, but I think Portia would have a problem with that.
What are some of the other lines he would say about, that's tasty. I think I'm gonna be sick.
You have to eat a handful of gravel. You're not lying. I don't know.
Handful of gravel, and then I gotta punch myself in the throat.
His voice is something else. Like
Otacon!
no, it's people snacks.
Oh no, they thought you had
I
snacks.
just want to eat my.
Did you guys
coquito or
see
whatever.
how fast Sasha was beset upon? They were all asleep, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
immediate.
Oh no, I've made a mistake. No, it's not. It's not cat snacks.
Colonel, I'm trying to sneak past the guards, but I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards.
Cards. So much force.
Jimmy, thank you so much for the gifted
Wow.
sub. Appreciate you,
Jimmy,
bro.
Thank you.
That's super kind of you.
Who to go to? Slice of Dark. I do not know you, but enjoy the ad-free and emotes.
And Cats, what's up? How are you doing? Thank you for the gifted sub to
Cats.
Arbitrary.
Thank
Arbitrary.
you. It's awesome to see you. I hope you're doing good tonight.
Yeah, how are you doing tonight, Cats?
But it's not cat treats, I promise. I feel like now I gotta give him one. It's like little stars. They're so cute.
Oh, do you like the snake?
Right?
I really appreciate that.
I think it's good too. I like it.
Like I said, it's only certain nights that I can do it, and I'm not confident that I can actually do him justice. David Hayter is one of my favorite voice actors in the industry. I love that man.
Is that Yoshi? Oh, Arbitrary, thank you for the follow. It's awesome to have you.
Colonel, is that Yoshi?
Hey, Hammer, how you been?
Sunlight!
Sunlight! My favorite line.
I laughed so hard the first time I looked in the back of that truck and saw that, and he's just screamed that out of nowhere.
I think it's like you don't expect it, and it's so intense.
Yes, the coaches are definitely being demanding of treats tonight.
Yeah, I made the mistake of crinkling something.
Hey Hammer, what's going on? How are you?
Yeah, how are you? It's good to see you. I got something in my mouth.
Cloud's voice. I'm gonna be very honest about Cloud's voice, you guys. It's changed several times, so I tend to forget what his voice is actually like.
He sounds pretty basic.
David Hayter's definitely a treasure.
Oh yeah.
I really hope that at one of the conventions, I hope someday we get to meet that man, because
that would be cool as heck. Oh my god.
I'm gonna be like, can you like tattoo your name on me somewhere, sir, please?
Tattoo it. I think you can like get him to sign it, and then you can go to a tattoo parlor and have them like trace it.
I want to go through the awkward experience of having David Hayter himself.
Within no knowledge.
Yes.
Right, Helix? Hey, I'm glad to hear you're doing good.
Yeah, we're doing good, Hammer.
Yeah.
Doing good.
Oh, Cloud's your favorite character?
Oh, thank you so much for the biddies, Arbitrary. We appreciate that.
Oh, dang. Thank you.
So that is...
Cat taxes.
That'll actually go towards Sasha's squat goal as well.
Yeah. Gotta work them legs.
We haven't quite gotten to the game yet, but...
Yeah, I should probably get back to that.
We have ways of making Sasha do some squats.
With the tactical... That's great.
Cloud is a really cool character. I wasn't that big of a fan of Cloud in the original 7, but I think that the remake is doing a great job of really granting him humanity. Advent Children did the same thing. I really liked how they portrayed him in Advent Children as well.
Yeah, it's so cool, like, seeing all of the characters. Like, Wedge, I didn't remember in 7 remotely, but now he's my all-time favorite character in 7. Everyone's just so much more fleshed out, and everyone's got expressions. I don't know if
Oh,
he
that's
does do that,
awesome,
Cats.
Cats. Well, it's nice to meet you, Al. I hope we get to talk
Oh,
to you
you know
guys a
Cats.
lot more.
You gotta be cool people then. Cats is great. Oh, is your partner? Wait, no punching. Jeez.
No punch punch, guys.
He just chilling.
Sasha's not Sasha. Portia is very possessive of her lap.
Yeah, she's big mad that anyone else is up here right now.
I don't have any tattoos, Helix. So
Yeah, me
I'd
neither.
be willing. I'd be willing to give my skin genity to David Hayter and his signature.
It would be a heck of a first tattoo.
The tactical advantages of that.
Yeah, it was so nice to see them get some like actual character to them.
The end scene of Advent Children was amazing, honestly. And that was like Advent Children was a little bit before Crisis Core, so I wish I had been able to see. I watched Advent Children again after playing Crisis Core originally on the PSP, and that last scene does hit a lot harder once you know who Zack is.
Yeah, that's what Portia said about every lap.
Yeah, the voice of Cloud on that was the dude from the soap opera. Yeah,
Oh, was it?
yeah,
What?
and Lance Bass.
Oh man, he
For
wasn't. But
so they had a dude like a star from soap opera was Cloud, and Lance Bass from a boy band was Sephiroth.
Oh, and wasn't Sora's voice actor someone also in a band, or maybe they were just a kid actor? I forget.
Oh yeah, that was what's his name? Yeah, he's the kid actor. He's been acting since he was a kid.
Mhm.
Crap,
I
what
think
was his
he's
name?
I think he's still Sora.
For the most part, they've changed almost all the voices across the Final Fantasy VII universe by this point. Haley Joel
Ooh.
Osment, that was it. Thank you, Jimmy.
Foxhound would be an awesome tattoo.
I think they did a perfect job with Sora's voice. Sora's voice really fits him, I think.
Yeah, Sora's voice is great. In Japanese too, but Kingdom Hearts won't let you play in Japanese, I guess because of Donald or something. I don't know.
Oh, it was Mandy Moore that did Aerith in Kingdom Hearts?
Oh, for real? Oh, I didn't know about that.
A foxhound,
That's
foxhound
probably
is a
coolest thing
good
about
option
Japan.
for a tattoo. I've actually got 2 friends that have foxhound tattoos.
Mm-hmm. I see dead people. No, oh no way.
Hey, heroes, what's up? Good to see you.
Oh, heroes, welcome in. I'm sorry I didn't say hi. A random guy gave you his copy of Advent Children for free? I said that with the most accent possible. Oh my god, that Advent Children. That is so cool. Oh, Loki, thank you for the lurk.
Yeah, have a good lurk, Loki.
Ooh, or Diamond Dogs. Yeah, that would be another good one.
I like the Diamond Dogs logo. I've actually got
He
I've got a Diamond Dogs jacket, and I've got the
Mhm.
new Koji Pro jacket, the
I
one
love
with
the Koji Pro stuff.
the Ludens on the back of it,
Mm.
the varsity jacket. It's like one of my favorite jackets. It looks really good on Sash though. She pulls it off better than I do.
I stole the long sleeve shirt. I wish it was a little bit smaller, but I can look small, go incognito if I have to. Yeah, I think she did a great job as Aerith. Yeah, all the voice actresses that have done Aerith, I think, have done amazing jobs. It's still working.
Hey,
condition.
level 1
Hey.
hype train went through. Appreciate you
Oh,
guys.
heck.
Thank you so much.
I didn't
You're all
even
so
notice. Thank you
kind.
for the hype train. Holy crap.
The way the hype train is, it's weird lately. It doesn't really like, I don't know, it used to take up a lot more space on the screen and be more prominent, but it seems to be a lot more subtle now.
It could be the iPad too.
Ooh, that's Streets of Rage music.
5? Ooh. That one's a good one.
Oh, you've been playing Metal Gear Solid 5 lately?
The green one? I think so.
Yeah, in Kingdom Hearts, Aerith sounded really good, so I think Mandy Moore did a good job.
Ooh, there's a 4K version of Advent Children now? I gotta see that.
Yeah, the new actress that they did, oh, how can I not remember her name? I watched almost her entire Final Fantasy VII Remake stream where she streamed it. I'm really bad with names. But she's a sweetheart. Like I watched her streams as she went through it, and she was tearing up through like most of it. It was really wholesome. She's a really cool person.
Original 7 or Crisis Core? Wait, which one?
The remake, Final Fantasy VII remake.
Mm.
After I beat it, I was watching other streamers play it.
Yeah, I don't cry over anything, and I was crying so hard.
Oh, for Wedge?
Yeah. I was mad.
They did so much to expand upon Wedge, Jesse. They didn't really do all that much for old crap, what was his name?
Biggs?
Biggs, yeah.
Yeah, Biggs didn't really get a whole lot. Wedge, though, holy crap.
I was gonna say Charlie Sheen. What's up, Jal?
Big hello! How was your stream? Oh, thank you for the raid, holy crap! Oh, Finico, Sneakers? And when? And
How are the
hello?
speed runs going for you, bro?
Yeah, how was World?
You guys should all follow Jal. I mean, we pretty much talk about him all the time around here, but Jal is one of our best stream friendos. Does speed runs on Monster Hunter as well as some casual stuff, some Monster Hunter stories. Also a mean opener of Pokemon cards.
Yeah, those are my favorite.
Super fan of Eevee and just a generally awesome person. Go check Jal out.
Sweetheart. It's super entertaining, really funny.
I think that was right before we started streaming. I saw that you had to reset, I believe, Jal.
Yeah, I think I saw that too.
So let me say hello to everyone. Fenico, what's going on? Hello?
Welcome in. If you know Helix, you gotta be cool people.
Sneakers, how you doing? Good to see you, Sneakers. Brim, hello again.
Is Brim?
Green Speed, how are you? Elevator.
Into resets. Yeah, I feel that.
Oh, is work getting busy for you lately, Jal? That's kind of how it's been for us. That's why we can't really do like more than 4 hours. We're just kind of We've already got our other jobs we got to do during the day, so.
Yeah, it's been busy as heck lately.
Oh, Jal, I was meaning to ask. You were talking about a 24-hour stream. When is that going to be happening? So I can mark my calendar.
About that. Yeah.
Come and show you some support.
Need to make sure we are there for that. Oh, Shandy, welcome in.
Hey, Shandy, good to see you.
That's incredibly kind of you to say. I love hearing that it helps people because it motivates me to keep going as well. So thank you for that. Yeah, Helix, same.
Oh, you're doing so. It's gonna be New Year anniversary. Awesome. Okay, let me write that down.
Hey, 4 years. Hey, congratulations. That is awesome. So let me see. What day of the week is that?
Dang, Jal. So you've pretty much been streaming like since the affiliate program came around, right? That came around in what, like this 2018?
Oh heck, that's awesome. I'll put it on my calendar.
So, Jal, you say it was in January that you started. Was it a New Year's resolution of yours to get into streaming? Give it a shot and see where you go with it?
Well, that's a good question.
Because if so, I'd say you did a heck of a good job on that resolution.
All right, got that added. Oh, it was a... Man, I love hearing about New Year's resolutions that, like, change people's whole lives.
Right, Helix? If only there were more hours in the day.
Yeah, I would really like to do longer streams. I feel like 4 hours is just not enough time to talk to everybody and, like, sink our teeth into the game properly.
You're really depressed from 2016 to 18 follow graduation. Oh yeah,
Um,
because you went from school life to just kind of like, I guess, work.
mm,
That can be a huge transition. So
yeah, and going from like university to work can be kind of really isolating.
that's what I love about streaming,
Mm,
Jal. Is streaming is like it's a social outlet, it's a creative outlet. It's just kind of like it's like hanging out with friends.
yeah, it's helped me considerably with my social anxiety. I'm still a mess in person, but it gives me a lot of practice talking to people, which is really great.
That's one reason that we got. That's the main reason we got into
Mm.
streaming was we wanted to get over our social anxieties.
Yeah, mine's
And
like absolutely debilitating, so it's gotten incredibly better, I think.
yeah, Sasha's made leagues of improvement.
Yeah, I'm so glad that it helped with that. It's a really great reason to get into it, just for the love of it and the connections that you make.
So, Jal, since you have to get up early in the morning, bro, I imagine you need to get like a shower or if you need to eat or anything,
Oh
feel
yeah, by
free.
all means.
We'd love to talk to you if you want to stick
Yeah,
around, but if you can't, we totally understand.
yeah, we love to have you, but don't feel guilty if you gotta do things. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, it's like it's
Yeah,
the
it's a
best
great social
social
outlet.
outlet. I can't really say creative yet because I haven't gotten into like I haven't gotten to where I'm like putting the work into it as far as like you put a lot of work into it in Helix. You guys like really dig into it as far as like being creative with it.
Mm. Oh, Timothy, thank you for the gifted sub to cats.
Yeah, thank you so much, Jimmy. We appreciate you. That means we are
Yeah,
one
dang.
sub away from Sash doing 25 squats.
Oh, heck, yeah. I haven't done legs in a day, so they're relatively fresh. You have time to chill. You didn't have time to start another 3 hour run. Oh, I got you. Awesome. Yeah, we don't often get a chance to hang out with you, so that's cool.
Man, Helix is definitely built different. Helix has the drive.
Mm.
Helix gets in there and figures out how
Yeah.
to do like coding and stuff for the some of his stuff.
Yeah, Helix's stream's like a whole nother creature. Like the amount of work that he's put into adding so much cool stuff that you can do as a viewer.
Oh, there we go. That's 5.
Oh, fudge. Okay, I don't know where to put Portia.
Pusha.
Oh,
Come on, baby.
she got up so fast.
Come on, baby. Come on. All right, you guys, we hit 5 subs. It is time for the first set of squats for
Oh,
the
and it was
evening.
gifted to Bagel. Ah, enjoy your emotes and stuff. You can do some flex and cats. Okay, let me move these things over right quick.
All right, you guys, you ready for some squats?
Let's
Let's.
get your computer first. Squat one. Oi, 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 oi. You're terrible. No.
What an opportunist Axel is. As soon as he sees Sasha's busy with squats, he aims for the treats.
Yeah. I know, I touched a treat bag.
Launcher, what's up? How you
Oh,
doing?
welcome in. Yeah, every day is leg day now. Goodness.
Man, he was just
I
waiting
cannot
for her to
believe
get busy
you.
with something.
How dare.
Yeah, those are Zach squats. Every 5 subs,
Bye,
1,500 bits, $15 in tips. Sasha's gonna be doing squats.
Yes, yes. That's I think 50 so far.
And we are keeping track of
In
them
the
too.
game.
So by the time Sash beats the game, I'm kind of curious what the total's gonna be.
Yeah, it should be fun to see.
Oh, you did some squats with this launcher? Yeah, if you guys want to
Hey!
do any squats, feel free.
Yeah.
Join the Sash.
Hey, if you're as long as you're working your legs.
Brim, mother why?
Mother why? Yeah, he
Speaking
was
of
upset.
Brim,
And he had the audacity to ask for treats after I took the bag from him. Oh, but even if your form's bad, you're still getting something out of it.
y'all should all go follow Brim.
I'm sure it was fine though. Yeah, go follow Brim. Brim's lovely company. Coolest of people. Incredibly
I would
skilled.
say, I would say Brim is another one of my streamer husbands, but I don't know
Yeah.
if Brim is already taken. I know Jal's taken. I can't claim Jal because I don't want to make Skoy mad. But
Yeah, he's got a streamer husband. How dare. He do be smart.
dang, Jal already got Brim. Crap.
Oh, heck. What? Giles married to multiple people?
Well, apparently
Oh
Jal is
my
is
God.
married to Mia, to
Oh my
Brim, and
God.
a Skoy. What's up, Talus? How you
Goodness.
doing?
Oh, Dallas. Welcome in. How are you? Wait. What? That's not even cat food. Guy?
It's just gonna be a big like Monster Hunter network of we're all streamer spouses. I almost said streamer spices.
We're all streamer spices. Oh no, Helix.
Helix, you are enough for me. Especially when you're in Gundam mode.
That's a kind of. Ooh, steak tips and potatoes. Oh.
Gundam mode's my favorite.
Steak and taters is the best. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Monster Hunter Polycule, just everybody's married to everybody.
We're all community here. We're all family.
Gundam Flax. Man, you are shedding so much, guy. Oi. No. No.
Family's the best.
Yeah.
There's nothing more powerful than family. Alright, I guess it's already been like an hour, so we should probably start digging into the actual game.
Tell us, just pick up Monster Hunter. You could be in the Polycule. Or you probably played it. In which case you were already there. He do want some food. He pretty chonk though. You wanna take a seat, bro? You wanna sit? Oi! Oi! Heck! What? That's not even cat food. It's just sugar.
Did they manage to get some treats out of your...
No, they just knocked down the copito or whatever the heck you call these.
Oh, your treat. Your
Bruh.
your treats.
People treats. I
The
mean, you can
people
play
treats.
with that now that it's on the floor if you want. But it's not for cats. You dumb? You're unbelievable.
He's like, mother, treats. If not
What are
treats,
you
then
doing?
toys.
Yeah, they're toys. You're just gonna knock more down. No. Oh, my PS5's about to go to sleep. Just stop. Sleeping.
If it was for cats, then he would have it, Al. He's very good at getting what he wants when he wants it.
Yeah, he doesn't take no for an answer. He's incredibly spoiled. Oh yeah, they love bread ties. They love those more than like real cat toys. Man, no matter how many times I refresh, if I'm watching stuff on my iPhone, I'm always like half a minute behind. I hate it. Ads, no.
Yeah, cats deserve to be spoiled. With our
Yeah.
treats, though, they're not really treats. What we do is we take their treat bag, and we take out most of the treat stuff and keep it aside, and we just grind up in a... We have like a coffee grinder for their treats. So we powder up their
Okay,
stuff
welcome back.
and leave it in the bag, and then we put their hard food into it, their normal hard food that they'd eat every day. and so they think it's treats, but it's just their hard food coming out of a treat bag, and it smells like their treats, so they think they're getting a treat, but it's not like unhealthy for them.
Yeah, it's just regular food. Dallas, thank you for the lurk. I hope the editing goes well.
Yeah, I hope your editing goes well, Talus. Thank you for the lurk.
Oh, jeez. You're so destructive. I can't believe you. Not that I'm one to talk, but geez, you're supposed to be like graceful and stuff. Mighty hunter or something.
Yeah, Brim, I support polyamory as well as pretty much anything as long as you can make it work and it makes you happy. I don't see any reason to be against it. I mean, I haven't tried it for myself, but I mean, you know.
Yeah, same.
You never know what life will throw at you. You never know what opportunities might come along or what might make you happy. So I'm definitely the type. I've never been the type to be against anything like that. If it makes someone happy, it makes them happy. So that's what matters.
Yeah, if it works, it ain't hurting me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, do you?
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of weird that people like to be all up in each other's business. Like, it don't even matter to you.
Yeah, that's always bugged me. It's like, you know, if you spent less time worrying about everyone else's business, you'd probably have been able to throw a lot more time into making sure you're happy. At least that's how I see it. Yeah, I don't see how I can really be all that happy if I'm worried about a whole bunch of other people. Well, like, I worry about people all the time, but like worried about their business. Like, you do you. I'm gonna make my own decisions over here. Oh, so we're continuing on your one from yesterday, right?
Yeah, because I didn't do some things. I forgot to check the box in between stuff.
Yeah, exactly, Plush. And trying to make others follow rules and everything that you may apply to yourself, just because you go by those rules or you may follow these standards doesn't mean that other people have to. So yeah, exactly, Brim. Exactly. And I mean, honestly, for the most part, if those folks that are worried about other people's business would actually worry about making themselves happy and just focus on themselves, then there wouldn't be anyone dragging other people down to their level because they'd be at a happy level. But unfortunately, some people just, I don't know, they think that everyone has to live the same or think the same. That's just not how it needs to be.
Yeah, just because they don't believe the same things that you do doesn't mean that they're gonna change your life in any way. Like, you can't make other people believe what you believe.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah, got $0 to stay in your own lane. It just ain't your business. It doesn't affect your life in any way.
Yeah, I've never understood that.
I think it's gonna dump me right into a cutscene.
Oh, is it gonna go straight into a cutscene?
Yeah.
Alrighty, let me make sure the Elgato sound is good. I think the sound for this is okay.
Yeah, no one's making you do it just because somebody else is doing that and it's against your beliefs doesn't mean that it is infringing on your beliefs. They're not making you do it.
Yeah, exactly. I say if someone is happy and they don't seem to be, like, hurting themselves in any way or hurting others, then, man, just cheer them on.
Yeah.
Because that's what I would expect, because I know that I don't live under... I know I don't live anywhere close to normal standard societal norms, and I wouldn't want other people judging me. I wouldn't want other people telling me how to live and make my choices. So it's really just the golden rule. Just mutual respect across the board.
Can you see Axel?
Hey, thank you for the follow.
Oh, thank you for the follow.
Can I see who?
Axel? I think
he is behind the table.
Is he? Oh, I made it worse. Oh.
I can see his butt. There we go. Kind of can see him now. Can you see the chat?
Yes.
Okay, as long as you can see. All right, let's dig into this.
It's still in Japanese. I'm gonna be changing it to English for Roy so he can't read the subtitles on the thing.
金よりもお前の方が大切だ。ほんの少しな。
And Jill.
And for those wondering, we are at the end of chapter 2. Or actually, this is the beginning of chapter 3, I think.
Mm-hmm.
はい、
Same
ザックス。
thing.
久しぶりだな、ザックス。
セフィロス。
ラザードの部屋へ来い。
わかった。
If anyone would like a synopsis of the story so far, if you weren't here for the other streams or haven't seen the beginning, I'll be happy to tell you what's up. Give you the summarization.
Yo, ザックス。戦争終わっちまったな。
そうなんだよ。俺の活躍聞いただろ。
いやー、それが全然。社内法には名前も載ってなかったぞ。テレビはセフィロスの活躍のためって言ってるしな。
だってセフィロスは B 隊で。
ま、
Oh, I
英
forgot
雄
to
は
change
メ
the
ディア
language.
が作るってことさ。
夢壊すなよ。
You may course, I know.
They've been destroyed.
Change.
Oh, right.
We need terrible Zack voice. He's not terrible, he's fine.
Oh.
But I think for anyone who experienced the original Zack voice would probably agree that this guy's not quite as good. He had it down perfect.
I guess I've already played through chapter 7, I think, in Japanese, so I might as well listen to the English voice too.
Run, child, run! Why is
I'm
there a
getting-
child?
Party Daytonas are so cool, right?
Oh my god.
Oh, it's a
Cool? I'm
museum.
gonna get one and tear it up on the highway.
Are you though?
It's funny that he says that because that's
The
exactly
astronaut
what
chosen
Cloud
for the
does in
flight.
7.
Yeah.
is a legendary pilot and the namesake of our airship, Sid Highwind.
I'm amazed that Shinra can make something like this fly through the skies.
It looks pretty aerodynamic.
I didn't ask her about the exhibit just to have an excuse to get to know her better.
Wait, do it?
It kind of has an aerodynamic shape to it. I don't see any problems.
I just have a
fine.
genuine interest in Shinra's amazing contributions to science.
Now, when they hover and it goes straight up, I kind of wonder how
This
that
is
works.
a high-speed airship that was developed with very generous funding from the Shinra company, the Highwind. Its captain, Sid Highwind, is the airship's namesake. Currently, it's still in the testing phase, but we expect that, like Midgar, it will become a Shinra symbol.
New details?
I think if more people would just agree to disagree, essentially, just leave people alone, live and let live, that whole thing, I think the world would be a much better place.
Yeah, I think everybody would be happier for it.
One of the biggest problems is that too many folks don't want to let other people live their lives.
Mm.
They get too consumed with everyone needing to live the exact same way or something. Like, that's the way to happiness.
I mean, if you want to do that for yourself, then sure, go for it. I don't know if I want to go in there yet.
Yeah, exactly, Al.
Yeah, it's a good policy to have on pretty much everything.
Right now, I'm in pursuit of one of those reporters. Please don't talk to me.
Oh, okay.
You're in pursuit of a reporter, bro. You're just walking around the fountain.
Yeah, it's not a very hot pursuit. Hi, sweet boy. I see you plotting. You're not stealthy.
Loki, you're a right good bean. You are.
You excellent people. Excellent conversation. Very good taste in video games.
How could our dear Angel be killed in action?
And in anime.
I still can't believe it. We'll never get to see his handsome smile ever again in life. But this isn't the end for us. We, the fans, have to carry on. Welcome. You are now an official member of Keepers of Honor. Huh? A mail from headquarters? This is...
Wait, did you just join the You just joined the Angel fan club?
Yep. Yeah, they send mails sometimes.
Here to brighten up your day with quotes from Angel.
Yeah, Angeal's cool. It's heckin' Genesis. That just speaks in, what do you call it? Like musical quotes?
Talk to us, mister.
Get up. Are you with that Shinra outfit soldier?
Yeah, I'm a soldier. Name's Zach.
You Shinra people are so arrogant. So I'm hearing through the grapevine that hordes of monsters have been seen around Midgar and Calm.
Around Midgar?
Huh? You didn't know about this? And you're with Soldier? Then here's something you should know. The study of planet life speaks of the legend of weapons, guardians of the planet. When they sense the planet is in danger, they rise to destroy that which ills the planet.
And this relates to the monsters how?
That which ills the planet. Sounds like they're talking about the Shinra company to me.
This guy might be onto something.
Yeah.
Good story, bro. They're just monsters. Weapons, you say? Come on.
Go ahead. Laugh it up while you can.
Zaxu, I think you might have the right idea.
I studied planet life in Cosmo
Zach
Canyon.
took it pretty well, though, being called arrogant right off the get.
I know what the Shinra company's been up to around the world. Probably better than you do.
You probably wouldn't be wrong. I come this way?
Yeah, you came from that way. Is there a cat? There was a cat.
Hmm?
Go back.
Cat?
Go to the stairs you just came up. And look at the wall.
Oh, the graffiti?
Yeah. He's cat.
Oh, is that a bird?
Yeah, he's got a bird on his back.
Oh, it's cute. Look at the beans. Oh. These are aliens?
They kind of look like mushroom snails or something.
Yeah.
Oh, they're those bugs. Those bugs you fight all the time. The ones, the little praying mantis bugs. I think it's them.
Movie.
Oh wait, maybe that's Poo Poo.
Poo Poo.
That could be a reference to Poo Poo.
The alien Poo Poo?
Yeah, the alien Poo Poo. It kind of looks like his ship.
Oh, you're probably right. Yeah. Yeah, I think it is.
These streets are awfully shiny in places.
What are you?
They are very shiny.
Another pickup artist?
Rude.
So
What are you?
cheap. I wish he'd just go away.
My bad, I guess.
Hey, Dave, thanks for the resub, bro.
Oh, Dave, thank you. Awesome to see you. How are you?
That's a bit much Japanese for me to read. Yeah, thank you for the resub, bro. How are you doing tonight? That puts us at 4 away from the next set.
Mm. There's nothing here. Oh, what a dude.
I've been waiting for the train for quite a while now, but it still hasn't come in yet.
Does this guy look a little
Lately,
extra realistic to you?
There's been a lot of delays.
Like, walk past him? He seems a little bit more realistic. Oh, I guess that kid looks pretty realistic, too. All the NPCs are, like, oddly realistic versus the characters, which are more anime. I guess because they just look like normal people versus our anime main cast.
They don't have anime here.
Shinra Railway's new locomotive is pulling in soon. Its model name is the Mark 93-2.
That is literally just a dude they trapped in the game.
Oh man, I'm so pumped!
That kid is pumped.
I'm pumped.
He likes his trains.
I came to see the new Shinra train with my big brother.
They look like the same age.
To see it. Oh man, I'm so pumped.
They're both pumped.
Everyone's pumped about trains.
I'm stoked, man.
Needed a break from your songs? One of those nights that things aren't clicking? I feel that, Dave. Well, kick back and chat with us. How's everything been going in life? You're going, that's the way you came.
Oh, sure enough. I think
Use
I
the
hit
cat.
It was
Use
a
the
dead
cat.
end.
Yeah. Oh, it's a dead end? Okay.
Yeah. I don't think there was anything left. Cool.
I really like what they did with the lighting in the city, though. It's all very very ambient. And
Yeah. I like the lighting effects on the bricks. I know there's a Genesis fan club out here somewhere too. Forget that guy, but I want to read all the mails.
Oh, it's from the first Gintama opening?
Oh.
One of these days we'll get around to watching Gintama.
Hey,
We really
Mr.
should. It's
Soldier.
hilarious.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever met a dandy gentleman who rides a black chocobo?
No, but I hope to.
You haven't, huh? I guess he's not that well known. The other day, I went to Calm and was attacked by monsters along the way. You've heard that monsters are running amok around Midgar and Calm, haven't you? Well, that's when he saved me. The man on the black chocobo. He was so dashing.
A black chocobo.
Much more heroic than, say, your average soldier grunt.
What are you guys' favorite chocobo colors? I always preferred the red one the best. It could be because Final Fantasy Tactics made them seem so ridiculously OP, but I really like the red coloring too.
My favorite color chocobo in 14 is corpse blue. It's a terrible name for a color. It's very pretty though.
Am I right here? It can hit 140 mph.
Who says that? Wait, just say miles per
It's
hour.
got a good engine, of course, but the real secret is in those tires.
Tires? You mean lack thereof? Those are some low-profile tires to have on a truck.
Yeah.
And the
he's
back
only
one
got
looks
three.
basic.
I don't know that you'd want to go 140 in that.
Yeah, doing 140 on a trike like that high, you go to turn it just a little bit and it would probably flip.
Soldier?
Oh, Stubby's meowing on the stairs. Episode 180. Jeez, Gintama's long.
Chocobos do have races. I like to bet on them.
Hmm.
Sometimes I get in the
They
races
measure things in
myself.
miles. Wait, do what?
Sometimes I get in the races myself.
Not their gold saucer. Oh, Corey, welcome in. How are
Hey,
you?
Corey, what's up? How you doing tonight?
Nothing to see here.
Not
Are you
suspicious
hiding
at
a
all.
candy bar in your pocket, sir?
Civilian, and I'm very busy. Please don't talk to me.
He's got a candy bar.
He did something.
I'm willing to bet it's a payday.
You think he stole a payday?
I'd like to steal a payday.
You could purchase a payday.
Why am I gonna pay for money?
Oh.
I'm gonna take a whole payday.
Not even. The bar.
The bar? No, I don't need
can't
anything to
believe
drink
that
right now.
Genesis was
I'm trying to cut back.
Held in action. Rest in peace, my sweet prince.
Oh, she's the
Your
Genesis
search
fan.
For the true meaning of the Loveless text will be carried on by we in the study group. You, sir, how about you? Would you like to study Genesis's Bible Loveless with the study group?
She sounds way more normal in English.
Welcome.
Because Genesis
You are
does
now
what
a fellow
Nintendo
worshipper
don't.
Of Loveless. Oh, it looks like you've got new mail. Why don't you take a look?
How do you know?
Bro, my phone is in my pocket. How do you know I've got mail?
So
You
you're just
remember
looking
how
at this
Final Fantasy
chocobo.
15 or finished Final Fantasy 15 without figuring out how to get into a race? It's kind of easy to overlook it a little bit in 15
Yeah, it was pretty easy to overlook.
because
I
there's
think I
just
did
that
it-
one quest that involves chocobos, and then after that you don't have to deal with them ever again. I don't think.
I think I did the race like last thing before I finished the game.
Where are the chocobos? I can't
They're at the
remember if there
farm.
were a lot. Yeah, there are some at the farm because you go out to the farm at Calm to do some missions, and I think you can see them there. I don't remember if you can. I don't think you ride chocobos at any point
What? Oh, in
in Crisis Core. I think it's
Aw.
almost all vehicles.
dang.
There is some traversal, but I think it's all vehicles, trucks
Oh.
and such.
Thanks for patrolling Midgar.
That's too bad. I want to ride a chocobo.
You're with Soldier, I see. But what business do you have here?
Well, no business really.
It is the
Just
duty
monkey
of the
business.
18th Squad of the Shinra Security Department to patrol the streets of Sector 8. Anyone who disturbs the peace in Sector 8, soldier or not, will be dealt with.
Whoa now, take it easy there, guy.
This is actually good timing. I have something to say. What
You
Midgar
seem to have a
needs
lot
right
to
now
say.
is not Soldier.
You do.
What do you mean?
Who is it that finds lost children and takes them back to their mothers? Who is it that catches the crooks who steal change from vending machines? Who is it that warns young people talking loudly on their phones in trains? That is all us.
These are all not
who
very
Midgar
important.
really needs is the Shinra Security Department.
What's up, Dragoon? How you doing?
Thanks for your
Patrick,
service.
welcome in. How are you?
We're doing good tonight. We're finally able to go past chapter 3 in Crisis Core, so
Yeah, I'm excited.
we're digging into the game proper now.
You won't be so arrogant for much longer.
How was your evening?
We'll be holding a joint training session with Soldier soon. Security
This
against
is like the
Soldier.
easiest quest
We'll
line.
find out soon enough who the true elites are.
Oh, you got a new mission from him.
Yeah, it was an absolute joke.
If you gotta compete with someone who wants to brag about telling people to get off their cell phones on the train, then yeah, I don't imagine it would be very difficult.
Yeah, no, it's incredibly easy. I think that's part of the joke, though.
Oh, you were just here.
Yeah. I think I need to go back into the building.
They should put another behemoth out here in the fountain area to liven things up.
That'd be fun. I want to fight a behemoth that's got a better AI.
How close is it to the original? Kindred, it is pretty much exact. It's basically a remaster. it's a remake for the fact that they went back and they revamped the combat entirely. The combat's
which is
way better
great.
now. The combat's more along the lines of like Trials of Mana, or would you say it's kind of like Kingdom Hearts?
Kinda, yeah. I think it's a little bit smoother than the older Kingdom Hearts.
But as far as the story, the missions, everything, the dialogue so far has been exactly what it was in the original one. They did change out Zack's voice actor, but if you didn't play the first one, then you probably won't be too bothered by the current actor. He's fine, but he's not as good as the old Zack, in my opinion.
I like the Japanese voices better, but
Hey, what's up, Kamar? Nice to meet you.
Come
Yeah,
on,
the old combat system was a little bit, well, it was a lot stilted. It was all based on the slot machine system. You didn't even have combos. It was unconventional, nuanced, I guess some might say. It was downright BS, some of us might say. Yes, we do have quite the number of cats.
yeah, there were 3 earlier, but I think we just got 2 right now. This is Portia. This is Axel. He's being a heckin' troublemaker tonight.
Activating combat mode.
Bring it on!
Hedgehog pies. Yeah, if you like cats, I think you'll like it around here. We're
Yeah,
all
there's-
about the games, the cats, and the muscle. Massage
Almost
me in the
every
muscle.
cat. Yeah, I work out kind of often.
Normally I'm a cat, but Chad has complete control over what I look
Little
like,
sailor.
so I'm currently a sailor boy.
I didn't even know that little dude existed. It's gotta be one of the best ones.
Activating combat mode.
But just know that I'm a cat who's currently just living in the skin of a sailor boy. That sounds horrible.
Oh my god.
I'm cosplaying as a sailor boy. You got 2 cats and one has the kitten crazies. Oh, they're a youngin'. So they're pretty loud. Got the zoomies all the time. Testing out their meow box.
The
And
kittens be testing out all the things.
yeah, they get into everything.
They're super cute, but man.
Furiously writing fanfiction about sailors. When the original Crisis Core came out, you were working on Fallout 3 as an artist and tester.
Oh yeah!
Has it been that long?
Oh wow.
It has, hasn't it, Corey? It's been like, this is what, 2006, I think? 2007?
Was it that long ago?
Maybe it's like 2009. No, I don't think it was 2009.
I think it came out kind of close to. What was it? Not Dream Drop Distance, the one on the PSP.
Oh, the adult cat's a little bit overweight, so that'll be great then. Your kitten will
Oh,
help her, will
yeah.
help them get plenty of exercise and give them a little company. Cats really enjoy, well, most cats enjoy having other cats as company.
Yeah, if you can, it's always good to have more than one if they get along. What are you doing? Do I have... Oh, I don't have fusion and stuff yet. Maybe I should go unlock that.
Meowdy Volsnare, how you doing? Good to see you.
Oh, snare, Meowdy. Welcome in. How are you?
Is that jewelry? No, it's not. Can't be. That's like those cases back there. I was curious what was in
Oh,
them.
yeah, I can look. I just realized I did put it on earlier.
I like to look at that kind of stuff in games because a lot of the times there's little like Easter eggs hidden in them.
Oh yeah, the first time I played through this part, I was looking at every dang thing. Because I think this is like a tiny model of some of the stuff at the factory, and I just like small things.
Yeah, it looks like small stuff from like the reactor.
I think there's something inside this box. I wonder what it could be.
Well, that's obvious. Well, it's gotta be It's the Shinra Company's world-famous technology inside.
Sounds legit.
Wow! So that's Shinra technology.
Are they talking about Zach?
They're
Are-
talking
are
about
they
whatever's
looking
in
at
the
a
box. It looks like rocks and
Is it-
bones right there.
Rock,
That
what the
what
heck?
they're looking at looks like rocks and bones.
It's technology.
Playing as the better Cloud? Yes, Volsnare, we are playing as the better Cloud.
Yeah, I think I like Zach better than Cloud.
But I would be amazed if anyone didn't like Zack better than Cloud by the end of Crisis Core.
Congratulations. As of this moment, you are promoted to Soldier First Class.
Have you come up with a new recipe? Director.
That's it.
Huh. I thought I'd be happier.
Understandable. Too much happened too fast. Zack, I'm afraid I need your assistance again.
Are you pushing another assignment on me?
My apologies.
Whatever.
I'll fill you in, Zack. But before that, go to the briefing room and change into a first-class uniform.
You look like a fool, Zack. Go get the new uniform on.
What is the difference?
He's got the back belt. He can do deadlifts now.
Oh, we can do deadlifts. Okay. Naruhodo.
Oh, and there's all the
go,
materia
at
stuff
least.
too.
Oh,
2007
yeah,
was the original. Okay, I was thinking it was right
Oh,
around
look
like
at
the
that.
advent of YouTube. No,
Oh,
I'm
we're
not
doing good.
Zack.
Thank you for asking.
I'm Zax.
Oh, she liked the kitten when she noticed there was an extra food dish.
Oh
I
no.
hope they don't steal their food too much. 'Cause it may not help the chalk. You think you recognize the voice actor, Ralph?
In the flesh.
I
As
think I
Soldier
recognize him
First
too. I
Class,
can't quite remember
you are
where.
now
Yeah, he did
authorized to
sound
use
kind of familiar.
materia
I think it's a
fusion.
girl.
Oh, you can now
So what do
fuse
I do?
materia?
First, open the main menu. You should now be able to select materia fusion. Now, try fusing these two materia. That should give you a general idea of how the process works. If you have any questions, just let me know.
I get kind of nervous anytime I hear anyone is like, you can now do fusion. Speaking of which, wasn't there like an announcement like today, I think, that they actually succeeded fusion?
What?
I think they did. I think there
Ooh.
was something major today. Like they actually,
Oh,
like
holy.
someone did succeed in fusion.
How did that go?
Hey, Hamrick, what's up? How are you?
Eric, welcome in. How are you? Why is
Yeah, I think they did gel. I think there was actually, I think it was actually like really underdog news for some reason. But yeah, they succeeded in fusion. The first successful net positive energy production fusion
Oh,
reaction.
dang.
Like that's really huge, actually.
That is huge. What the heck? Why wasn't that like everywhere?
The only reason I really saw anything about it is because on Twitter, like Jack Dorsey did a retweet of it and was like, just wow.
No kidding.
This one actually produced more energy and than what went into the reaction. That's major. You're a huge energy generation slut. Wait, post birthday hijinks. Happy birthday,
Oh,
Hammer.
happy birthday.
Well, belated. I hope you had a good one, bro.
Yeah, creating more ways to generate energy is really important. Because the current ways are not ideal. Although it'll probably be something else eco-friendly they still won't do.
Oh yeah, the FTX arrest took most of the news. That's just dumb. Like,
Mhm.
can you imagine? Like, that's something that I remember back when I was a kid in school. Like, that was kind of like That was like the dream in my science classes, like all of them. That was like the big thing, is when we'd finally be able to generate a positive amount of energy from it. You're a mechanical chemical engineer to make power plants?
Oh, that's heckin' cool. Do you like that better than the environmental science stuff? Environmental science is incredibly interesting to me.
Dragon Ball Z fusion. Yes,
Dragon Ball
today
Z.
we managed to fuse 2 human beings.
This thing.
And then they just turned into like Primeape from Pokemon. Or no, 2 people fuse and they turn into the new dude. Crap, what's his name? What's the new evolution of
Oh, I don't
Primeape?
know.
He looks like the really old one. He's got like the floating fur around him. He's from the new one, Violet and Scarlet. I haven't gotten him yet. I've only seen him and he looks awesome. Make heat, step 2. Use heat to boil water, step 3. Use steam to turn a turbine.
Oh, you're back, Fur?
Pretty soon we're gonna be in Fallout territory, y'all. We're gonna have little reactors for our cars.
God, I hope not.
Our drone cars.
I mean, I guess it's fine
that
as long
take
as
us
they don't
everywhere.
explode. Oh, Big O, I don't think you missed very much. I did a little bit of side questing and talking to NPCs. Mostly side stuff.
Yeah, Big O, you didn't really miss much. We've been doing like side quest stuff. Zach is about to pick up another quest that Sephiroth felt like lobbing off onto him, so. And Zach is kind of down in the dumps because Angeal's gone missing, and now he has become a soldier first class in Angeal's place.
You're more interested in the environmental science stuff? Or you're more interested in energy stuff?
Sasha was really big in environmental stuff for a while. She was doing like prairie restoration as well as a couple of other different things.
Yeah, I took a couple classes on it in college. It wasn't my major or minor or anything, but it was a heckin' fun time. I really like it.
Work's giving you some opportunity to go out of state to work on new stores? Oh, so are you like out of state right now? Are you like doing a per diem thing, Dave?
Oh, dang, that sounds cool.
Oh, you're not sure if you're gonna do it yet.
Oh, I see.
That's cool that you've got that kind of opportunity so fast after getting into that line of work.
Yeah, heck yeah.
I used to take, when I was younger, if I didn't have I'd have times where I didn't have pets, like small times, I would actually go out. I would take every opportunity I could to kind of go to another state or another area and just kind of take in just a change of pace, change of scenery. Can go a long way to help you past like ruts and such.
Yeah, we're destroying the natural environment at a pretty alarming rate, so yeah, it is something that is important. I wish I was smart enough to like get into that line of work, because I would have really enjoyed that, but I'm a dumb. I enjoy it, but I don't understand it. I do really heckin' like grass now, though.
Hey, Georgia's not bad though,
Yeah.
Dave. Georgia has a lot of really good conventions. I think MomoCon is coming up, and that's in Georgia, right? I think that's in Georgia.
There's some really good ones in LA too, though. Some really big ones.
Oh, like
They do expense everything. Yeah, that's true.
Wait, isn't TwitchCon? TwitchCon is moving over to Texas, isn't it? Or was that like not confirmed?
Wait, what? Which one?
I was hearing rumors that TwitchCon might be moving to Texas, but I don't know if anything's
Oh.
been confirmed.
I think they just said that it was going to. They were thinking about making it more central, which might mean Texas, but I don't think there's anything concrete,
Texas is pretty central. It's even in our time zone.
right? Yeah. Oh, Central Standard, yeah. Oh, your sister lives there? Yeah, you could visit her while you're there. That'd be awesome.
Oh,
Or
if you
you
got
fly out
family,
there.
then yeah, that'd be the best place to go.
Yeah.
Is that your sister that was working for Amazon, Dave? Or do you have another sister? Do you come from a litter, Dave?
So was I doing this wrong the whole time? I'm trying to wrap my brain around this.
Yeah, Hamrick, if TwitchCon actually moved to Texas, then we might actually consider going there. Although,
Heck
I
yeah.
mean, we're not like big streamers or anything. We'd
No.
probably end up doing like what Jal and Brim and them did, and like probably not even go to the con. We just meet up with our streamer friends and go have fun elsewhere.
Yeah, I think the whole point would just be to meet other streamers more than anything.
Then we could avoid the whole, you know, breaking our spines and ball pits and things like that.
Oh,
Other
God,
fun,
yeah.
other fun TwitchCon things.
Make your own TwitchCon. That's a brilliant idea.
Helix for sure. You just gotta squeeze on over here from
Yeah.
Canada.
Oh yeah, that's
I don't know
heckin'
of any-
far trip.
I don't know of any like cons or big stuff that happens up in Canada.
I have family, but I don't know what part of Canada. They're like Vancouver Island. MooseCon, is that a thing? I hear the food is good in California. They've got like a Japantown that I'd be interested in checking out.
40,000.
But I hear
Wait, what are
driving
you
is a
talking?
mess.
No, you're Dave. Don't do that to me. You know I get anxious about the numbers.
Hmm?
Dave was saying we have like 40,000 viewers. No, thank you.
No.
Maybe if it's counting the cells in a particular. No, not even that. We're counting just like parts of users. Like everyone's got fingers, toes. If we're counting all that in all of our viewers, maybe. You try to avoid California as much as possible, Talus? MomoCon is May 25th. Yeah. I've always wanted to check out MomoCon. I've heard it's really good. MooseCon? Wait, is
that
MooseCon
actually
really
a
a thing, Helix?
That's what I was wondering. Oh, Mia, hello! Oh, you.
Mia, what's up going on? How are you, Mia?
If y'all make a Mon Friend Con, that we definitely going. That sounds amazing. But how you, Mia?
Dang, we're getting all the Monster Hunter friendos in here today.
Yeah, I think most of y'all already know Mia, but if you don't, you gotta go check her out. Heckin' talented as heck individual.
Mia is a super sweet individual. She plays all sorts of stuff. She's actually been in kind of a monster. Well, you're finished off Monster Hunter Story's been more like Plague. Yeah, Plague Tale lately. Finished up BioShock and Plague Tale now. Very talented. No, very skilled artist. I don't like to use the word talented because I feel art is something that's developed over time. So very skilled artist.
Practice.
Very knowledgeable
incredible
about
artist.
minerals, not rocks, minerals. And just a sweet person in general. You guys should all go check out Mia.
Speaking of tea, I forgot about my tea. What kind of tea you making? Oh, Ralph, have a good dinner. Oh, anytime, Mia. It's well deserved.
Hamrick, I appreciate that. I don't like to think about the numbers though. I get scared of the numbers.
The numbers terrify me. I just assume that I'm talking to like 1 or 2 people at a time, and that's all I think about.
Like for the Twitch the Twitch crap, what was it called? Twitch Reflux? No, not
No.
Reflux.
What?
That's something else. That's bad.
That's something else.
Reflection? Whatever it is. The thing.
Like yearly whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, that we could barely look at the viewers or the streamer side of it. We went straight over to the viewer tab because we want to know what we see as the numbers, like how we are as a viewer. We don't like to see like our own numbers. It scares us.
Yeah, I absolutely hate the numbers. They terrify me.
Metallica, what's up? How you doing?
Metallica, hello. How are you?
We're gonna make MooseCon. Hey, as long as
We're
there's
gonna make
maple
it.
syrup and poutine. I need poutine. I haven't had
And
poutine
camping
in
is
so
awesome.
long.
Yeah, it's been forever since we've had heckin' poutine.
Wait, I think it's poutine. I think I'm putting the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
I can't tell the difference.
There's
Is that there poutine?
and then there's poutine.
That sounded the same.
What? No, it didn't. No. There's poutine, and then there's
Poutine?
poutine. Like you put the emphasis on the
Poutine.
poo,
It just sounds longer.
or you put
What?
the emphasis on the teen. Out of context, that sounds really bad.
Put the emphasis on the ooh.
Our numbers, Corey, I posted in the Discord. I didn't even look at it though. I just saw you could like click a thing, and I put it in the Discord just so we could thank you guys. But as far as like all the real like hard numbers and everything, I try to avoid that at all costs. It makes my stomach hurt.
Yeah, they send us like an email every time. I'm like, nope, not opening that one. Ugh. Put the who on the what? Poutine? Yeah, I know it sounds bad, but it's amazing. It's like fries with gravy and cheese curds or something.
So the first time the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Yeah.
I've
I
actually
say that all the time.
the first time I ever tried poutine was Sash took me up to Canada right after we met.
Yeah, it's like
I had to get a passport and everything.
Mm.
And we were there for a family reunion of
see my
hers,
family.
and we were just kind of bored, so we went just on a walk across like we walked for like miles. We found towns and cities and
Yeah. Oh, they had wind turbines, which were so cool. I had no idea they were so huge. It was amazing.
there was no internet anywhere though. I thought that
no
was
internet.
quite remarkable. But we found a gas station, and when we were looking at their menu, I saw poutine. I was like, "What is this? It sounds bizarre."
Yeah.
And I ordered it, and I was like, "Oh my god, why is this so good?"
Yeah, it sounds weird, but it's amazing. Even ignoring your numbers since August is the best way to do it because they'll stress you out either way. If the number's big, that's terrifying. If number's small, is it my fault? Like, it's bad either way. I
VR,
don't
what's
wanna look
up?
at 'em.
Have a good lurk.
Oh, VR, hello? How are you? Thank you for lurk.
Trying to create a game for your holiday meeting tomorrow? You're making Guess the Movie game.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Wait, there's pulled pork poutine?
What? Oh, that sounds so good. Oh, no way.
The one that we had was pretty basic, but it was awesome. It was just like a seasoned fries with gravy on it.
Yeah, gravy and cheese curds.
I kind of want to do a... Is there like a poutine that's a curry? Like a curry poutine? Like seasoned fries just with curry
I
on
mean,
it?
you could put curry sauce on fries. You could put anything on fries. It'd probably go and be good.
There's tons of kinds. Butter chicken. Butter chicken?
Butter chicken poutine.
Tandoori chicken. Wait, what?
No way. Is
so
that
there's
real?
like Indian recipe ones?
Ooh, which one do you
Shawarma
love?
poutine. What? I have to find some poutine now.
Just want pizza. Pizza's amazing too. Shawarma poutine. What?
I didn't know there were so many types. Like we were
Oh, that
we were
sounds
in
so good.
Canada last in like 2015, so it's been a minute.
It's been a while. Yeah. Poutine at Costco. It's like I haven't had Costco poutine because Texas, but I feel like the pizza there is actually really good. I don't know. I have trash taste. Maybe I just really like garbage pizza.
Repa, it's funny you should mention that because here in America, we have something really similar, but it's pizza and it's Sam's Club. Sam's
yeah,
Club
Sam's
pizza
Club.
is super cheap, and for some reason, it's way too good for being as cheap as it is. It has no business being that
Mhm.
good and being in Sam's Club.
Yeah, it's like $1 for a slice, which is actually 2 slices. I don't know why they got to do that.
Yeah, like you guys, it's funny because like Costco and Sam's Club are
It's
really close. They're
superior
the
to
same
Sam's.
business model, and over there they've got like poutine, and over here Sam's Club has pizza. That's funny. There's like a little dynamic there.
Cavendish, like the guy from One Piece?
Costco pizza is superior to Sam's? Really? I haven't had Costco pizza.
Yeah, I need to try it. Oh, heck. What happened?
Corey, thank you for the
Oh.
gifted subs.
Oh, dang.
That means
I need
it's
to do my
squats
squats.
time.
It's a good time because I am not currently doing anything.
You guys ready to help us count out some
I love
squats
squeaky
with
cheese.
Sash?
wish I could reach it while I'm over there.
Oh dear, what happened to my... Oh, there he is. My
Yeah,
model
Costco
had the
pizza over
dumbest
here.
face for a second.
We do have Costco. Costco hot dogs are good. Buck Fitty, and it will forever be. In Fort Worth called Buffalo?
Their cheese is squeaky, their gravy is tasty, and the Cavendish fries are so crispy.
What is Cavendish? The only Cavendish I know of is the character in One Piece with the blonde hair. Fort Worth's about like an hour drive for us, but it might be worth it if it's that good. We'll have to maybe make a day of it and go try Buffalo.
Yeah, I've heard that Costco treats their folks really well. Their
Yeah.
CEO seems to actually have a pretty good handle on the company and how to run it.
I hear only good things about Costco. Oh, it's a producer of frozen foods? I'm surprised I don't know about them. I get all kinds of stuff frozen.
Churros? Churros, maybe?
Oh, churros are good. Oh, I love churros. Wait,
Yeah,
if
we
it's
have
what I'm
a
thinking
we
of.
have a taqueria around here that actually does amazing handmade churros.
Yeah, there's a pizza joint that has like the best churros I've ever had in my life. But they keep getting our pizza orders wrong.
Hey, what's up, Falcon Shy? Good to see you. How are you?
Master Falcon, how are you? Welcome in. Awesome to see you. Oh, who dis? Oh, hello.
It's funny how how derailed I took us just because this dude said fusion.
Oh.
I just
No,
thought
that's
I would
fine.
mention that though because that's like a pretty big moment in history.
No, yeah, I'd love to hear about that kind of stuff. Gives me hope for the future. But then they're just gonna be
Materia
like, yeah,
fusion
another
is
way that we
still
can
a
make
new technology.
green energy that we're also not going to use.
Some combinations and
'Cause it doesn't
results
make
have
money.
not been tried or discovered yet. That's why we want you to experiment. And if you make a new discovery, let us know.
Like, okay, so materia have all this magical power in them. Like,
Mhm.
they can carry summons, the spell Ultima. They can destroy lots of things.
Finished changing?
So we're just gonna hand you
And I
this
picked up
this
materia fusion, too.
technology and hope
Return
that
to
you
my
do good
office.
things with it.
I'll brief you on the mission.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Mabu, hello. How are you?
Hey, Mobu, what's up? How are you doing?
The flexing spacing Reese's is the best combination. Sorry, I gotta save every 3 seconds.
I think it's funny when the emote wall actually has Reese's going straight up in the sky because she looks like a confused rocket taking off.
Yeah. Yeah, I love her. She doesn't have a single thought in her head, and it's the cutest. Meanwhile, this dude's playing 4D chess trying to get heckin' treats.
He's waiting on you to distract yourself with more. He saw you're doing squats, and now he's over there again.
He is
thinking you're
over
gonna
here.
do
He
it.
wasn't fast enough. Maybe because I distracted him with the pets.
Oh, you got Stubby up there. I
I
thought that was
do.
Porsche for a second. Sasha
Yeah, I
has
don't
both
know
the
where
boys.
Portia is. But
I think she went down for some food.
she better have. That cat doesn't heckin' eat.
Oh, but Mia, I think you went into lurk. But if you're not, how are you doing, Mia? It's so good to see you.
Hmm.
We kind of went off on a big tangent there. What's up, Happy? How you doing, bro?
Oh, Happy, welcome in. How are you? Oh, and I want to know all about the tea. If you are still there.
Oh yeah,
If
Mia
not, no
mentioned
worries.
some tea.
I'm a huge fan of tea. I got some toasted rice green tea tonight.
Oh yeah, Sasha has this tea. Like she said, it's toasted.
Oh,
so
you're thinking of the stuff I had yesterday that was... I have some smoked tea. It tastes like a
Oh.
barbecue. It's great.
yeah, Sash like Mia. Sash brought this teacup over to me. She's like, smell this, and I smelled it, and it straight up smelled like a campfire.
It tastes like that too. I mean, it's pretty good.
Tastes like campfire. That sounds like my kind of tea.
I'll have to see if I can find the container so I can get the name on it. It's some kind of Chinese tea.
Oh, you're getting back to some crafting, Mia? That's so good to hear.
Oh,
What are you
that's awesome.
crafting?
Man, crafting is so much fun. Crafting anything.
Yeah, I wish I had a little extra time. I miss crafting cosplay stuff.
Yeah, I'm thinking about what I want to do next. I think I'm gonna make some ears for Ghislaine. I've always wanted an excuse to make some cat ears or some kind of ears.
Ghislaine's ears are pretty
yeah,
big, aren't they?
I think so. They're like cat ears. I think they're kind of big cat ears.
Hey, thank you
Oh,
for the
glad you-
follow.
Oh, thank you for the follow. I'm glad you're doing okay, Happy. I hope you're having a nice chill. It's not my favorite flavor tea, but it's definitely unique. It's not like anything I've ever tried. So it's kind of fun just for the novelty of it. Oh, you only have one pill left. Oh, that's
Hey,
scary
thanks
stuff.
for hydrating Pando.
Oh, holiday decor and some Christmas gifts? Oh man, we need to do that. We still haven't decorated. I haven't done any Christmas shopping.
Ever since
It'll be
we
a nightmare this week.
Yeah, ever since we ended up in a house with sharing a house with 5 cats in the wild, and our 2 seniors aren't gonna really bother anything, but
Yeah.
we've got 5 young babies that they might destroy a Christmas tree.
Yeah, they're older now, so we've thought about attempting it, but we haven't put one up in so many years that we've just sort of gotten out of the habit of even decorating. But yeah, these guys I think are mature enough to not destroy everything, hopefully.
Oh man, Happy, I can totally relate. I haven't had
That's scary
insurance
stuff.
for a while, so for my back,
Same.
like my discs and everything, when they really get me down, I've still got some of my old pain meds that I don't like to take them, but if
Oh.
it gets really bad, I can. But yeah, I know the feeling.
I didn't want to interrupt you with a cutscene. I didn't think it was going to go
The
straight
company
into
has
it.
decided to eliminate Genesis and his cohorts. This includes Angeal as well.
And you want me to do it?
No, the Shinra army will handle it.
What about me?
They don't trust you.
They believe your emotions will hamper your judgment.
Well, of course.
That's why I'm going too.
To kill them?
Why do you smile?
An
This
intruder.
is not the
Where?
appropriate reaction.
Close.
Oh, he
Sephiroth,
look her?
the president. Zack, entrance.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
you got it.
I'm sorry, baby.
Quick, Sephiroth, the president's been kidnapped by ninjas. Are you a bad enough dude to save him? Hey Casey, what's up? Thank you for the resub.
Casey, thank you for the resub. How are you?
Yeah, how are you doing?
They prescribed you back in July.
Oh, they knock
Oh,
you out
yeah.
that bad, Happy?
That's-
Yeah, that sound like some really tough stuff, like the super codeine stuff.
Yeah, I've been prescribed painkillers a couple times, but I've never taken them because I absolutely hate the way they just knock me the heck out. I can't do anything.
Yeah, Sash basically becomes the human equivalent of a Beanie Baby when she's on those medicines.
Yeah, I can't function in any way. I will fall asleep on the floor. So I just, I don't take them. I'll take Advil or something and just be in pain. I have a pretty high tolerance for pain though, so it's not that big a deal for me.
Oh, we're gonna challenge Pando? Alright.
Oh, is rock, paper, scissors? Man, friggin' cat hair on my face.
What do you want to do? Rock, paper, scissors?
Ugh.
Rock? I'll
Oh,
go
we'll
with
get you on the
Mobu.
next
We'll
one.
go rock.
Thank you again, Casey. I hope you have a good rest of your night or day. Thank you for dropping in anyway. I'm going with the rock.
Yeah, good luck with your finals, Casey. I hope everything goes well. Have a good one and
Yeah.
relax, bro.
Yeah, good luck on your finals.
When you can, I mean.
Oh, Pando win rock too. Hey, poor.
Pando the Rock Johnson.
Elden Ring. Elden Ring wins. Oh, I was gonna say, just in case I get my butt kicked and I have to come back and grind.
Hey, have a great night, Corey. Thanks for dropping in and chatting with us. I hope work goes well for you.
Yeah, and have a good sleep whenever you do. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us.
Okay, we're off to find the intruder in Shinra.
Oh yeah.
I mean, who would be dumb enough to actually, like, try to infiltrate the Shinra building? Like, who does that?
Who does that?
What's next? Are they gonna try to climb all 50 flights of stairs? I sure hope they don't. We have some rare items over there, like that hairpin that might make, you know, certain lion monsters really powerful.
You can lay on Axel. He literally won't care, I promise. Oh, I should have done the other one, because that's what I did last time. Heck.
Soldiers here. Thank goodness. Hurry up and deal with that.
That? What is that? Oh god, it's a Tesla Roomba.
It's Roombas.
That's that new Tesla model Roomba. I knew not to trust them. Musk has infiltrated the tower.
Oh, what happened to the third one? Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Why is this hard mode?
What was that?
What?
Yeah, that's
you
my
don't
question.
know? That was an intruder neutralization mech.
So why was it attacking employees?
It just went berserk for reasons unknown. There are others stationed, so deal with them.
But I was ordered to go to the entrance.
He just walked away so casually. He's like, handle them. And then he just struts off. Where did he even go? There's not a door in that direction. Ooh, is that guy okay?
He died.
Hey, you alright?
Behind you.
More Roombas. Yep, more Roombas.
More Roombas.
Activating combat mode.
I actually really love the infiltration of the Shinra Tower. Big O is one of my favorite moments. I don't know why the whole.
I remember it so well.
Flashback.
Don't! So you have no problem bombing this village? Because I have a big problem with it.
All evidence of misconduct must be erased.
This English
As
voice is not
attorney,
bad either.
I must enforce company policy.
That excuse again.
I mean, that just sounds bad from the get-go. All evidence of misconduct must be erased.
Yikes, man.
Thank you. I was close. Did that mech injure you?
Yeah. Pathetic, right? A soldier member getting bested by that thing?
Hey, even soldier members have their bad days.
Well, this is actually one of my better days. I'm, really not that
Oh,
good
it's
at
you.
fighting.
You're a soldier. Suck it up. If you're bad at something, train harder.
I'm sorry. I'll be going now.
Wait.
For you.
Worst Final
voice.
Fantasy VII moment?
Worst?
I'm trying to remember all of them. The game was really good overall, but there were some monotonous parts. Honestly, I wasn't a fan of the crater. The northern crater. It just got really old really fast for me. I guess because just rocks everywhere.
Trying to think of a part that I didn't enjoy.
Oh, I love anything where I can breed or raise animals. It's always one of my favorite parts of the game. I love the Chocobo game. I had it in the entire stable and farm on the Highwind. I got it to where they were all gold Chocobos.
Wait, how big is the Highwind?
The Highwind's pretty big. It's got a well, not like a whole full farm. It's got a stable on it. It can hold like
That's awesome.
4 birds. I think it could hold like 4 or 5 birds. I know, right? There's ray tracing Valiant. Like,
right?
Like it's
It looks so
actually
nice.
looks really nice.
Oh gosh, I hope you have a great sleep. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Yeah, have a good night, Crash. Take it easy. We'll see you on the next one.
I hope the grind went well. I'm trying to think of any. Huh?
A scream?
Yeah?
Is someone in there?
She's just training. She's training really hard.
Yeah. She's training hard, like he said.
It's couples training.
Activating combat mode.
I don't know, there's just something so satisfying about having a voice that announces the beginning and the end of combat. I just like it.
It does help. Like, I'd be losing track of the dudes.
Yeah, it gets you like into the mode. It's like, okay, it's fighting time. And then when you're done, it's just, oh.
Oh yeah!
It's
I haven't
resolved.
done any grinding, and this is supposed to be hard mode, but it's so easy.
You're not with Soldier, right? What are you doing here?
Well, the science department reserved the training room for the day.
There was this one like training exercise that was a real pain that I didn't like. You had to like do this marching thing, Simon Says kind of deal.
And I was
Oh, a
just doing
master,
some
Big O? I just had a lot of free time back then. I did play Final Fantasy VII so much that I could be basically a walking strategy guide for it, though I can still remember most of the items.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about boxes and things when I was playing it. Oh, Valkia, no worries at all. I hope everything's going well with the new air conditioner.
Yeah, I hope everything's going well with that Valkyrie.
Yeah, I'm glad it's not too hot if you've been having issues with your AC.
You gotta head to work, Dave? Or, not to work, to bed? Dang, I'm already trying to put you to work. Have a good one, bro. Thanks for all the support, the resub, and I hope you have an awesome night.
Yeah, thanks again, Dave. I hope you have a good sleep and an awesome shift tomorrow.
You'd love to hear that voice call out. Oh. Roll. I can't do her voice very well. Would be funny to hear her say a bunch of other stuff. She says a few different things, like initiating combat mode, there's the conflict resolve, but she also says something like power rush. Later on, Sasha gets other mechanics that she actually says things in mid-combat. Yeah, launcher, PSO2 did have that.
It's called bedtime.
Yeah, I like when you have like a robot companion in games that actually kind of talks and like announces things during combat or during normal parts of the game. I don't know, there's just something to it. It gives it structure.
Oh, JS, welcome in. How are you?
Hey, JS, good to see you.
Howdy. These cats be shedding. It needs to get cold and stay cold.
Hey, can you keep this between us, please?
I'm gonna tell on you.
I'm gonna tell everyone.
Please take this for your trouble.
Oh.
Wow, thanks for the
Fine.
$5,000. I'll keep my
Jeez.
mouth shut.
Where are you?
Oh, Director. I'm on the soldier floor.
Head to the entrance ASAP. We've been massively compromised.
Ooh, that sounds
Massively?
naughty.
All right, I'm on it.
You've been massively compromised.
Oh my.
Oh my. Oh, you're editing some photos? Nice, JS. I hope you're having fun with it.
Yeah, I always really enjoy doing that kind of stuff. I don't usually do photo editing, but I like art apps, playing in Photoshop.
I like going into photos and cutting cats out of them and then putting them in other photos in funny positions.
I just paint digitally. I don't actually know how to edit a photo.
Or
I
if
take a class on it though, I should know.
my favorite thing is finding funny cat faces and cutting them out and then applying them to everything. Oh, Mobu, it was one of your favorite PSP games too. I loved Crisis Core. The combat system was really funky, but they actually made it really good in this one. Like they completely renovated.
Weapons attacking the Shinra building.
That's a good question. And they are being effective at it too. Look at
Yeah,
that.
these
Suddenly,
are my favorite.
Genesis is doing.
ninjas.
I love the designs for these dudes. Sweeper. He's got like little camos.
The sweeper's not even attacking you, it's just walking around like, you checking out my chassis, ma'am? You like my chassis? I like it too. I'm just gonna walk on over here. Since you're so nice, I'm gonna wait to shoot you.
Did I like load the wrong thing? This is still hard mode, right? What is happening?
Now you loaded the right one. It'll probably just be hard mode for just the bosses.
Just the bosses. Like he didn't even try.
It's because you were complimenting his chassis. He didn't have the heart to shoot you.
He was flustered.
Damn. They're swarming us.
You used flattery on the robot. It was super effective. Valkian, isn't it like it's like 7, 8 p.m. your time, I think?
I always mess it up when I try to guess. They're in Australia, but I don't know. I still get it wrong. I'm bad enough like trying to figure out different time zones in the United States.
Actually, that makes me curious. Is Australia all just one time zone, or do you have several time zones?
I think it has multiple. I could be wrong, but I think
Australia's pretty huge,
yeah.
so. We watch Buku Buku. He's in Australia as well. We like to watch his cooking streams, but usually he starts streaming around like kind of like midnight our time, and I think it's like sometime in the afternoon. You're not a big fan of editing JS? I really find people that do like to edit, I find that really enviable, because editing seems like such a really good and handy skill to have, and to be able to enjoy it while you do it, I think that's kind of being ahead in this day and age.
I get so into it, like I hate the idea of doing it because I do it for like a really long time. But once I'm actually doing it, I like can't stop.
There's a lot of robots.
Yeah, I'm gonna die. I'm afraid. His gear kind of looks like he's just doing like chef's kiss.
Hey, have a good one, Plushie. Thank you for coming and hanging out. We always appreciate you.
Yeah, have a good one, Plush. Thank you so much for hanging out. I have to get shoved away like that.
Gun buddy, Sash, you got this.
Omega, thank you. I don't know if I do though. Oh, no MP and I missed.
Maybe it is hard mode after all.
There are a lot of them.
I think you can fuse, like, can't you fuse electricity, like, shock onto your weapon to have, like, Thunder Slash?
Yes, I believe.
That might
Well,
be
you
something to consider if you end up losing this fight, or if you end up having more trouble here. There's a lot of machines.
It's just taken a while since I ran out of AP.
Resolvent.
I haven't done any grinding. I probably should. My damage is not good.
Sephiroth! The intruders are Genesis copies.
There's no doubt. This is Hollander's doing.
Who is that?
A Shinra scientist who stole the copy tech, then vanished.
Are you saying that this Hollander and Genesis are working together?
Quite possibly.
What about the president,
Do you know
bro?
what they're planning?
Hollander sought to head the science department, and lost. He's borne a grudge against Shinra ever since. He wants revenge.
So petty. And Genesis is supporting this stupid cause?
I don't want to believe it.
Well, then don't.
Agreed. Now, Zack. Copies have been sighted in Sector 8 as well. Let's go.
Sephiroth's ready to kebab some Genesis.
This is bad.
Yeah, but
We should split up.
Good call.
Rifle qualifiers this week. Have a good one, Talus. Thanks for coming and hanging out. We always appreciate you. Good luck with your qualifiers.
I'm a coming.
yeah, thank you for hanging out. Good luck with the qualifiers and have an awesome sleep. And good day tomorrow.
Sector 8 is Turk's jurisdiction. Slick.
Rude. That's right. Don't say a word, you hot piece of man.
You gotta be kidding me.
Says nothing.
Son, do something.
There's no need for concern.
Huh? Okay.
The other areas.
Midgar's just crawling with nasties.
Soldiers having difficulties.
Reno, rude.
Just say the word.
Go.
Yes, sir.
So now we're outsourcing to the Turks.
Soldiers being stingy.
There's a manpower shortage. Duh. You're a Turk too?
I'm Cisne.
I'm Zach. Pleasure to meet ya.
Zach, aren't you on assignment?
Same objective. Need some help here?
I appreciate the offer,
Oh,
but
how generous. Well, Sung, Zach, I gotta go.
She seems
Yeah,
chipper.
Isn't there like a crisis though? Do they have time for this?
Crisis
Y'all a little
core,
too
you
far.
mean?
Crisis core? No.
we're looking for a man named Hollander. If you find him, detain him.
Hollandaise got it.
Turn hollandaise into hollandaise sauce. Sung, you're right here. You want to help? Sung, ninja. Sung,
Help with the ninjas. They've never helped with the ninjas.
Sung. That ninja just set my face on fire. Sung, help. Sung. I'm getting kicked in the face by ninjas. Sung.
Conflict resolved.
Later! Oh yeah!
Let me tell you something, brother. My name's the Zackinator. What are all these machines doing in my streets?
And that dude got out of there.
Gonna have to take them all apart. Ship them off to the junkyard, the scrapyard, brother.
Oops, that was unnecessary.
It's the Terminator and Ninja uprising. Terminators plus ninjas. Every Terminator just had a +1 card, so they brought ninjas.
Are the ninjas supposed to be Genesis?
Yeah,
We came
they're
back.
they're supposed to be Genesis clones. They just didn't want to render Genesis's face on everybody, so they made them all ninjas.
Oh yeah. Those masked guys causing all that havoc? I think I saw their leader just now. He's up ahead on this street. I'd stay clear if I were you.
How do you know?
Well, it's a good thing you're not me, brother. I'm the Zackinator. And I'm gonna rid these streets of all this scum. Gonna make these streets squeaky clean, brother.
I think you missed your calling as a voice actor.
Activating combat mode.
I'm not getting the exact stuff right. I'm like mixing up Hulk Hogan and Macho Man.
Work. One of MP attack.
We're off with the compliment. You are an awesome artist and a keeper of dogs.
Yeah, it's only company. Wonderful conversation.
Conflict resolved.
Very sweet individual.
Thank you so much. Just up ahead, a really cool older girl came and saved me. But bad guys with big weapons came too. That young lady gave us time to escape by charging out alone. Please, mister, I'll give you my favorite treasure. So please, help that girl.
I don't know if you're
You better not be a potion, girl. What was it?
An amulet.
Oh.
What? Why did
Thanks
I...
for the jewelry.
Oh, I didn't save everyone last time. Oh. Hey, friend.
That goes back to Sung.
Oops. You can sit on top of Axel, you don't mind. Axel?
Considering her weapon, I think she was from Wutai.
Oh, maybe.
Genesis!
Genesis.
No, they're copies?
Activating combat mode.
You're not Genesis, brother. You're more like the Master System. You might be a Dreamcast on nights you're feeling fancy. Ow.
Yeah, that was a cool combo. Oh, yikes. Oh no, I don't have any MP.
Ooh, he is hurting.
Yeah, I wasn't getting hit, I didn't notice. Oh jeez, oh yikes.
Do you have a potion? There you go. Better watch out. He's trying to hold his hand up to his face. That's when the Chumbios get their power. He's gathering his edge.
Oh jeez.
Nice.
What? I thought he was gonna be interrupted. Crap. I think the thing is being stupid. Oh no.
Yeah, Happy. The Twitch the Twitch regurgitation or whatever it was. I can't remember the name. Reflux regurgitation. Yeah, it's got all your stats on it though.
Ooh, Argentina's moving to the final for the World Cup.
Wings
Wait,
don't
that's
work
awesome.
like that.
Yeah, they definitely don't.
Cut him in the butt.
He's got a lot of joints in that wing. It does look cool though.
Chicken tendies obtained. Human tendies, though. Probably best not to eat them.
When I was a kid, I always wanted to have wings. You know, like an angel.
If people had wings, they'd be monsters.
Oh, no.
Wings symbolize freedom for those who have none. They don't symbolize monsters. Impressive, soldier first class. You've got skill.
Well, unlike the Turks, fighting's our main thing.
Here, a little gift for helping me out. Alright then, I'm off to the next job. You've got something too, right?
Yeah, I do.
Until we meet again.
Such a good theme.
Yeah, music's good.
One Sector 8 is clear. Come to Mako Reactor 5.
Did you find something out?
Angeal has been sighted.
So it's search and destroy?
The army is mobilizing, but there's still time. You and I will find them before they
do.
And what?
Fail.
to eliminate them.
For real?
Yes, for real.
Awesome! We're gonna fail!
Super stoked to fail, brother.
I don't think we can take any credit for them doing well at the finals, but that's awesome. I'm happy to hear that they're doing really well.
Shockingly, a gun to the face deals a pretty big chunk of damage.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage. I should make a new slot.
Top 3 games of the year.
Oh, this year?
This year, probably Horizon Forbidden West. That's definitely one of them. Xenoblade 3. Valheim wasn't this year, was it? No, it wasn't. It was last year.
One Wing and Geo.
Hey, thank you for the follow.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Oh, Craig, like the Bristly Craig?
Oh, and Elden Ring. Yeah, Elden Ring.
Yeah, probably Elden Ring. Stray. Does 14 count? 14's every year.
Best ongoing game every year.
Oh, maybe Pokemon? I've been really having a good time with Pokemon. Yeah, probably Elden Ring, Stray, and Pokemon.
I'm trying to think if there were any awesome like indie games I played this year, but I'm actually kind of lacking on indie games that I tried out this year.
I was really enjoying Valkyrie Elysium and
Activating
what was the
combat mode.
tactical one?
Oh, Deofield.
Yeah, Deofield.
Yeah, Deofield
but
Chronicles.
I haven't had a chance to beat either of them, so hard to say if they'd be my favorite.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
What were all of you guys' top 3 favorite games this year?
Yeah.
That thing looks creepy.
Is that Angeal's face?
It appears Genesis isn't the only one who can be copied. The company training room. We used to sneak in there for fun, when the seconds were out. Genesis, Angeal, and I.
You guys were pretty tight.
I wonder.
Ooh, they have some good scenes when they talk about the flashbacks.
Yeah, this one's heckin' destructive.
Infinite in mystery is the gift of the goddess.
Yeah, you top
We
3,
seek
Ralph.
it thus, and take to the sky. Ripples form on the water's surface. The wandering soul knows no rest.
He sounds way better in Japanese.
Loveless, Act 1.
You remember?
How can I not, when you've beaten it into my head?
Don't take Sephiroth lightly.
Noted.
They're fighting on the cannon, the barrel of the sister ray.
Well, sort of.
Is that the best you can do?
Dude's got some intense eyelashes.
All hail Sephiroth, huh?
Angeal, stay back. I'll take Sephiroth alone.
Genesis.
The world needs a new hero.
And Genesis does what Nintendo.
Come and try.
So smug. But for how long?
Probably forever, Sephiroth.
Cool, because if you watch closely, you'll see that Genesis is a red mage. He's a red mage.
Oh man, red mages are so stylish.
Well, now he's just Piccolo.
Stop! You'll destroy this place.
That's no way to talk to a hero!
Who does that?
You've done it now, Genesis. The theme music is going. See, he enchants his blade, though. Red magic.
What's he using a stick and a shotgun for?
Enough!
He's got these skills.
Angeal.
Out of my way!
Genesis!
The training room is destroyed.
Just a scrape.
This is but a flesh wound.
I'll be fine. Don't worry. Even if the morrow is barren of promises, nothing shall forestall my return.
But for now, it's
So,
time for a
was
shower.
everything all right?
You know, gangs
Yes.
until one chorus kicks in.
As far as Genesis was concerned. But as for Angeal,
And Jill, what happened?
later, I received one of his famous lectures.
About what?
Always the same. Discipline, dreams, honor, etc.
Haha. One of those, huh?
Rumbleverse, Multiverse, and River City Girls too.
So it's true.
Is River City Girls good?
They're in league with
I like
Hollander.
the character design.
How could this happen?
I think that critter leaked from Bayonetta.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
What
Sephiroth
are you up to?
freaking me out.
Where are you?
Chocobo mode.
Activating combat mode.
Activating combat mode. Yeah, it really is kind of crazy to see him like that launcher. It's one reason I really like when stories explore both sides of the conflict. Because you tend to just develop such biases against the opposing side. I think it's really cool to see stories from both dynamics. It's like, Sephiroth, who made you this way? Why are you like this?
Hollander's laboratory is right down this way. It's a private, unsanctioned facility. We may find leads on Angeal.
All right, let's go.
Sephiroth's hair is so flippin' thick. Do you see that? Like,
Yeah. What
it goes a full, 7 inches off of his back.
the heck is this man eating that he can produce hair and eyelashes like that?
He's eating hair.
Activating combat mode.
Books are evil.
What?
Books are evil. All you need is art.
think both is good.
It's because his books didn't have any pictures in it.
What? Where did you come from?
Non-illustrated literature is villain creating literature.
That's true. Everything is good.
So the combat, I would have to say the combat is probably closest to, probably Bayonetta, or maybe, if you played Trials of Mana, it's probably similar to that. The original Crisis Core didn't have combos. Pretty much everything revolved around that slot machine that you see in the upper left-hand corner. Just about everything revolved on that, and it was a pretty slow, clunky system, so they really outdid themselves by renovating the combat system. It's
Yeah,
entirely new.
I didn't play the original, but the combat in this is incredibly fun.
Yeah, if you could probably take the combat system in this and apply it to like a new Legend or Mana title, and it would be perfect.
You don't trust flying books? What about Shiro or Weiss?
Oh yeah, Vice from Nier.
Activating combat mode.
You seem pretty cool. I haven't beaten it yet, but I need to go back. I was doing farming things that took real world time, so I started playing something else. But now I've done all that, so I need to go back and actually beat the game.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust the Necronomicon though. I don't like when books bite my hands.
Yeah.
Hey, Sickle, what's going on? Good to see you.
Oh, Sickle, welcome in.
We're
How
just
are you?
working our way through chapter 3.
Yeah, I think we're on chapter 3 still. Get over here.
Oh, yeah,
Oh, okay. Or just die, whatever.
Did it just die?
You just quit? I'm not sure. Maybe you ran. The result generated another.
Okay, so you know to go that way. I guess you should go back upstairs and go press that drawbridge you let down.
Yeah.
Evil books have the spiciest content. That's probably true.
Oh my.
Although, I don't know. The Bible had some pretty spicy parts. It's interesting that Sahagins, or Sahagins, whatever these things are called, are like the dragoons of the game.
Yeah, they usually use like a trident or something.
Oh, the story of Job? Yeah, that was one of them. That's one of many interesting stories. It seems like the hard mode is starting to stand out a little bit now.
Yeah, he's pretty rough. Okay.
If you do it, if you give it like a 1.5 count after they leap off the ground, that's when it times.
Oh, I got the other one this time. Oh god. Yep.
Man, they tag teamed you.
Yeah. Man, I got no MP. This is a problem.
Activating combat mode.
Really, from the get?
That move has a cooldown on it. Seems to be about 20 seconds. Yeah, there's some Bible stories that could make for some crazy RPGs.
Oh yeah.
Like, could you guys imagine, like, Samson? The story of Samson could even make a Dynasty Warriors game. Oh wait, that was like, that's actually Lubu's story. Lubu is essentially Samson.
Did I talk to Sephiroth? I don't think I did. I think he's got to tell me I got to do the thing.
The door isn't receiving power. The source is... Zach, open the valve on the lowest level. That should open the door.
David and Goliath, that would be a heckin' story.
But remember how
man, I heckin' love it.
Remember how
It's so
Lubu
fun.
met his end? Very similar to Samson.
I didn't play the original, but the combat in this one is incredibly fun.
Yeah, Windows. And what's up, Windows? Nice to see you.
Windows, welcome in. How are you?
The combat system is completely... They still have the slot machine system, which is
Yeah,
just
it's-
more like a bonus to add to the combat. It doesn't revolve completely around it now, so...
Yeah, and it determines your limit breaks too, if you get matching ones. But that's it.
Slingshot plus 5 attack. Critical bonus against giants. Features lucky aim. It's actually odd. It's not quite like Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's actually more action oriented, so I'd
Yeah.
say it's probably closer to like Kingdom Hearts. I think the combat system that's closest to it is if you played Trials of Mana, it's probably the closest to that. Because you can map all your different skills to different buttons, your different items and stuff, spells and everything to whatever button you want. And you've got a dodge roll button as well as your different attacks. But it's very smooth.
Oh, I just came from here. Why is it gonna move me?
Activating combat mode.
Uh-oh, it's Melissa Hoggins. Shaggins.
Yeah, it's not so bad if I dodge this jump as opposed to try to block it.
If you like action-oriented RPGs, or if you're just really into the Final Fantasy VII universe, this is absolutely critical to understanding the story with Cloud and Sephiroth. Because this is kind of like the origin story for those two, and the story at least is very very integral to their like how they got to where they are at the beginning of 7.
Activating combat mode.
Ooh, there's 2 of them and a bird. Ooh, good jump or dodge rather.
I was just lucky.
I thought I heard him take off, but your screen wasn't on him at the time. You got about 20 seconds before they'll do it again. Oh, there you go. From when they do it. Oh, you gotta cut the power to install the AC. We'll see you in a bit, Valkyrie.
Oh yeah, I hope everything goes well.
Enjoy the cool air once
Yeah.
you get it. Kinda like the Tales series. It's way more action oriented, I would say.
Yeah, I think it actually is kind of similar to Tales because it's got
Like the more
like, the
recent entries of
casting-
Tales.
Yeah, it's got the casting on the triggers or on the bumpers. Yeah, it is a little bit like Tales. Oh, box. I don't know if I got that in my first playthrough. What was that though?
You've wiki browsed it. I feel you on that one. I do that with Metal Gear a lot.
I love games with enough depth of story that it's worth doing that. I've done that with Kingdom Hearts and I still don't understand what's going on. I've looked it up so many times and I just can't wrap my head around it. There's too many people. They're the same people and different people.
I'm pretty sure you could probably go onto YouTube and find like a 5-year, or like a Kingdom Hearts, a guide to Kingdom Hearts for 5-year-olds.
That's what I need. Heck.
Oh no, they timed those so perfectly. The one got you while you were healing, and the other one got you the moment you stood up.
Yeah, true.
Punish him.
Oh, give me a limit break.
Yeah, we're in chapter 3 so far. Getting pretty close to chapter 4. But the proverbial ish has not quite hit the fan just yet.
Yeah. It hasn't been cloud yet either.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Thank you for the exclamation points. I don't remember where to go.
One thing I can really appreciate about Crisis Core, though, and this was true for the PSP version as well.
Oh no.
It's very well structured. Like, it's an RPG, but it's very linear. Like, it's all missions, and it's pretty quick to get through, and it leads you in the direction you need to go. So it's very well structured. And you can pick it up and play it. It's designed for picking up, like, pick up and play. So it's very respectful of your time. And I think that, honestly, you could get through it if you have it on Switch or if you have a Steam Deck. I've been hearing Steam Deck is really, really good for this game. You can play it at a full 120 FPS max graphics on the Steam Deck. And it's still handheld.
Well, thank you for the follow.
Yeah, thank you for the follow. Metal Gear.
If you do push-ups every time we mention Metal Gear, you won't have heckin' upper body strength.
Conflict resolved.
Yeah, I do be kind of throwing back to Metal Gear a lot. Oh, the summons in this are awesome windows.
Oh yeah, they good.
And they have like some of the best designs for the summons. Like they have Ifrit in his like battle, his like warrior god version rather than the more monstrous style. Bahamut's design is really good.
Yeah, I like Bahamut's design.
There are a few other big ones, but I won't spoil it until we get to them. You get Ifrit and Bahamut very early.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like chapter 1 and 2, I think.
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah!
Good work.
Oh dang, you actually gonna do it?
It's actually funny because the older RPG games actually had really crazy, ambitious summoning and magic animations. Nowadays, magic is a lot more simplified.
Yeah, some of the games put a lot of work into the animations for them, though.
How wretched.
Yeah, for the most part.
How
And
wretched.
stories. Okay. And the
Oh
stories are a
no,
lot
no,
less
no,
grand.
Sephiroth, stop reading. It's bad things happen when you read, Sephiroth. Put the book down. Put it down.
Step away.
Put it down!
Yeah, it probably would be for the best if they had never come here. I've already read this, but I'll read it again. Heightened abilities of soldier members are maintained by a delicate balance of various genetic force factors. A change in this balance could only be caused by a leak of genetic information, but this is not possible under normal circumstances. This phenomenon is unique to soldier type G.
I'm getting woozy.
It was.
Why is he right on the floor?
Shortly before Genesis left.
Oh, cutscene time.
The wound was superficial. But for some reason, Genesis wasn't healing. The man who treated him was
You already know.
Professor Hollander, how is Genesis?
The problem is the Mako energy that seeped in through the wound.
Is it treatable?
First, he'll need a transfusion. You aren't viable.
Sephiroth was ready to step up for his friend right then and there.
Why couldn't I be the donor?
They're just not going to explain that to them? To
A
him?
soldier.
Although I probably wouldn't
Type
either.
G.
Plant the cells of an ancient into a human fetus and imbue said fetus with the
He'll
ancient
double it if I
abilities.
keep doing the David Hayter impression.
Oh no.
It was Hollander's experiment.
I don't want to.
The result was a normal child, which meant he failed.
That'd be a fun one to add. I don't know where I can do push-ups that y'all can tell that I'm actually doing push-ups.
I don't want to give you too much work to do, Big O. But how does it taste? What are you guys cooking in there? What is that? Look like a turtle with a face.
There's a monster inside.
Reminds me of them
Because your blood is made of angst.
Them their laboratory
Angst is
sets
my
I used to have
power.
as a kid.
Is this where they make the copies?
Turn him into Harsu. It's not normal.
Arm suit.
The music here is giving me like Elden Ring vibes.
I mean,
Read a thing.
This basement lab is kind of
These
cozy.
are highly classified research documents
There's a
taken from the
bed.
science department. Project G, degradation, and ancients. Interesting. You should take a look.
I already did. Oh, is there another one?
I already read the book, man.
Oh, there is another one. It is now an undisputed fact that the life form excavated from the earth is indeed of the ancient race spoken of in legend. Furthermore, history records these ancients channeled the power of this planet to tear the earth asunder. Using the cells of the unearthed ancient words, we have begun
We've begun research on creating and mass producing a race with comparable abilities. The primary objective of this research is to significantly reduce Mako excavation costs.
Thank you. I suddenly had a stroke.
Sometimes the reading be hard on us.
Project G gave birth to the man we know as Genesis.
G for Genesis. Whoa.
Project Genesis.
Oh.
They both had the revelation at the same time.
Contrary to this report, Genesis showed clear signs of change.
I don't understand how they're the same age, though.
Not only that.
Copies?
Where'd the monster go, y'all?
Oh.
Sephiroth.
Hollander, I thought I'd find you here.
You want to do something to me, eh?
Oh,
But
that
then,
doesn't sound right.
Who will stop
Oh my.
Genesis and Angeal's degradation?
You ain't doing anything either. Maybe that's...
My wall of angst has arrived.
Genesis.
So cool.
You won't take Hollander.
Zack, go.
Yeah.
Their little standoff on the stairs was kind of cute.
There is no hate, only joy, for you are beloved by the goddess. Hero of the dawn, healer of worlds.
Loveless again. You never change.
3 friends go into battle. One is captured. One flies away. The one that is left becomes a hero.
A common story.
If we were to enact it, would I be the one to play the hero? Or would you?
It's all yours.
Indeed.
I think so, Windows.
After all, your glory should have been mine.
How petty.
In hindsight, perhaps. Now what I want most is the gift of the goddess.
Bro, you're getting feathers everywhere.
poor cleaning crew gonna have a heck of a time. Oh, tell us
You
what
won't
then.
get away.
How you?
Where is Aunt Jill? Tell me.
Yeah, them taking David Hayter out of Metal Gear was like that hurt.
Yeah, not cool. How can they do that?
Activating combat mode.
Yeah, that's from the notes when they thought that Genova was an ancient. Also, why they couldn't get a transfusion from Sephiroth. I imagine the blood of their faked ancient wouldn't be compatible with real one. Hey Tolas, what's going on? How are you? Good to see you. Sorry, we're in a cutscene, so I wasn't paying attention to chat for a couple minutes. How you doing?
Conflict resolved.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Let me tell you something, brother. The Zachanir's coming to get you, Mr. Scientist. I don't take kindly to smart people.
Getting away.
Oh.
I can't even figure out what way I'm going. Didn't you see that? I'm gonna take out all of my anger of bad directions on your face.
Yeah, everybody looks pretty heckin' good in this game.
I'm a soldier first class, but I can't catch up to this scientist. The soldier is conflicted.
He's too dummy-sick from doing squats constantly.
A prequel to Final Fantasy VII, but how do we make an antagonist as cool as Sephiroth? Wait, we will make Sephiroth 2 Electric Boogaloo, and this time he's red. And he only speaks in play.
Literally, does he ever say anything that's not a quote?
Stage play. Stage play. That's all he knows. Stage play.
Oh yeah.
Stop.
What would Genesis be if Loveless didn't exist? Would he just be...
Husk.
Yeah, he'd just be a husk. You should have never dropped push-ups. Push-ups are great, Big O. For being so basic, they're like, you can do a push-up anywhere and they're super effective.
Yeah, so underrated.
Because you've always got yourself and you've always got the earth under you.
Yeah.
Oh, tried to pull a quickie on me, did you? And it worked.
Was there anything in that room behind you?
Oh, probably.
Activating combat
I was
mode.
gonna say, there might be like a box. Yeah, I'm not really sure where they're going as far as the direction for Final Fantasy VII Remake. I don't know, I mean, it doesn't seem like they're gonna try to change Crisis Core's storyline, because it's been 100% loyal so far. The big place that I'm thinking they might make some changes in Remake is honestly Aerith. I'm thinking they could actually change how things go with her.
He was in this room, right?
Yeah, that one.
Activating combat mode.
Oh, he had pets in there. Sephiroth talks in depression and angst. Genesis talks in wordplay and theater, and Angeal talks in old and disgruntled.
So accurate.
Angeal's like, I have to be as boxy and stiff as my face.
Conflict resolved.
I don't know. I can't tell if, like, Angeal, like, there is something off about his face to me. I just can't tell what. It's like almost like someone tried to do anime in a Western style or something. I don't know. I think it's his hairline. It's not anime enough. He looks like those old villains from like 1990s anime.
His hair's like kind of flat on top, whereas everyone else is super tall. I think that might be the difference.
Oh yeah, that would be a bit of a push-up stopper, Big. I see why you would stop there.
Yeah, that sounds incredibly painful. I'm glad you're able to do them again, though. That's exciting. I think the ninja saved my life. I'm pretty sure that poke would have killed me. They do heckin' damage.
Yeah, definitely bringing back Crisis Core so everyone has more story and context going into the 7 remake. I think it would have been best if they would have. Well, maybe they wouldn't. For the numbers, for like making money and selling it, I'm pretty sure bringing Crisis Core out after Intergrade and the first remake is more of a marketing move.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Crisis Core was popular, but I don't think it would have been that popular without how popular the remake was. Hey, thank you for the follow.
Make his chunky angry dad. They do look like they could be related.
Angeal is the Campbell's thick and chunky of Zack. He's thick in all the best ways.
You good for?
I'm hearing kitty sniffles.
Yeah, she's sniffling.
Uh-oh. Bring up your map. Does it show your footsteps?
Map? Oh.
Oh, it doesn't show it.
No, but I can see where to go now.
It's like you need to go. Yeah, that you're heading in the right direction.
I was just checking if there were any rooms I hadn't been in. See if you hide items.
One of the biggest improvements that they made in this Crisis Core over the old one, outside of the combat being more active, is they made it so you don't have to rely on the slot machine up there to level up. It used to be that there was actually a slot number you'd have to hit to get a level. So leveling up was entirely like RNG based. Now you just gain EXP for missions and level up more traditionally. It's way better.
Don't you think it's about time you use that sword of yours?
This sword is heavy and unwieldy.
Then why don't you bring a lighter one?
I really like how they add in like the fluff and little details about the story in quick flashbacks during battle. It makes a lot of sense rather than trying to shoehorn it into the actual story somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's a great way to do it.
Activating combat mode.
Just like, it lets you know like what Zack is thinking about. Like as he's fighting these monsters, you know, his memories are coming up and he's remembering times with Angela and such. It makes a lot of sense. Oh yeah, Repa. The combat is way better. Like before these, you had to pretty much rely on the slot machine for everything to attack. You didn't even have combos or anything. Like it was all based on the combat. It was pretty jagged when I think back on it. But now it's buttery smooth. It's more like a Legend of Mana game is really what it makes me think.
Yeah, the combat is incredibly well done. I'm having so much fun with the heck combat. Especially in hard mode, because I actually have to, like, try.
Activating combat mode.
Uh-oh, there's 3 of them this time.
As long as it's not
Oh no,
3,
2 of them and a ninja.
Oh, they both got me. Oh my god.
Wait, did they get you and you had like a delay before you died?
It didn't register. Like, they hit me, but he didn't get knocked back or anything, so I didn't notice.
It was like they nailed you and then all of a sudden Zack was like, oh no, they got my right butt cheek with that attack.
Oh my what?
Oh my what, butt cheek motion difference.
What is butt cheek? Oshiri? Momo? I don't know.
Like they clipped you right in the right butt cheek when they came down. It looked like just a graze, but your HP disappeared.
Oh my god, that combo! What? Oh my god.
Yeah, Sasha's playing on hard mode, so these dudes are hitting insanely hard.
Yeah.
And they're dragoons. There you go.
Oh god, both of them.
Hey, you're getting both of them with each of them. Nice. Making yourself some frog leg or turtle leg. What? Shagged legs?
What?
Fried shag legs?
What would they be like? I'm supposed to be fish, but they're kind of like more like lizards. Can I check this room? Dang it.
You can't. You ain't checking nothing now. You gotta fight these Tesla Roombas first.
Here, remember if I look for boxes.
I think you can one-shot them with Thunder too.
Oh, probably.
Roomba's Resolve.
Mm. Nothing. I think I already checked. Fish nerds. Box. No.
It sounds like fish wizards.
Fish wizards. I mean, they got spells.
I'm cheering for you.
Thank you.
Ah! Oh, they can hit you while you're down. I thought you had iframes when you were on the ground.
Oh no.
Ooh, that sucks. Oh my god.
Man, they teamwork.
One of them stabbed you, and the other one was like, "Man, you need to ice that. Let me help you out."
Milk.
Zach needs some milk.
Oh heck, I didn't see the other one jump.
Woo, that was close. Your life flashed before your butt cheeks.
I know he got me. Before my butt cheeks. Y'all quit jumping.
He's in the air. Oh, whoo. That was some hitbox porn right there.
Oh, no, crap. I thought you poked me. Jesus.
Hey, you got into the beta test for Street Fighter 6? He looks nice.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fighting game buff or anything, but man, I love the designs. I'm probably gonna play it. Fighting games that have the best characters.
I think it's actually really cool that, like, I thought for sure Marissa was gonna be the grappler, and I thought that, Manon was gonna be a brawler. But
Yeah.
they reversed it. Marissa is the brawler, and Manon's the grappler. The way Manon, like, her grapples, though, actually remind me of, like, King of Fighters.
Her fighting style is
Athena's
so fun
style,
looking.
Athena's magic and stuff, she really makes me think of her.
Mm. I really like the way she moves. I really like her design too, but man, she'd be tough to cosplay. I don't think I'm flexible enough to do any of her cool poses.
Oh, I couldn't be allowed to use magic in anything Windows. I'd be out there doing some everybody chill.
Oh man, I think I had trouble with this easy.
Damn it! Out of my way!
So we've got Grinder to the right, missiles Grinder to the left, missiles on the right, and Blue Boogaloo? What's Blue Boogaloo got going for him? Oh wait, does he have double flamethrowers? Oh, they're pile bunkers.
Drivers, yeah.
When they're all close like that, you could probably nail them with thunder.
I think one of them can silence, if I remember correctly.
Oh, nice, you got in as well, Repa? That's awesome.
Congratulations.
Yeah, Marissa's not a grappler, and I think you're right. I think they didn't want to make just like a female geek.
Mm.
I haven't seen how big Zangief is in Street Fighter 6 yet, but so far it looks like Marissa's the biggest character.
She's massive.
Her hits look so painful.
Yeah, disrespectful.
Did you guys see that they were actually comparing Marissa's combat abilities, like her throws and everything, to old Greek-style gladiator fighters? Like they actually like took their statues that look exactly like her throws. So apparently she's Italian, but she claims to be of Greek descent, and she's a jewelry designer. And then Manon is out to be the world's strongest fashion model.
Oh, she's a model?
Yeah, she's a fashion
looks like a dancer. Like the way she moves and fights.
Yeah, she has like ballerina background.
Yeah.
So she uses that in her fighting. Missiles and kissiles. I'm pretty sure they are gonna have Sakura in it though. I mean, if they didn't like,
they gotta.
Sakura's one of those characters they know people are gonna pay for, so she'll probably be DLC. I honestly think that Manon is gonna be a big problem for a lot of people because she has some of her moves will actually pull you in if you're blocking. They'll actually draw you toward her. I was noticing that with her with her moves in the videos. Like, oh crap! If you blocked, she'll actually pull you toward her, drawing that distance, and she moves pretty fast for a grappler too. Oh dear. Oh, is that one dead? Yup. You're down.
Yeah,
one.
one.
2 left.
Oh, and two casts again. I should probably
Yeah,
stop.
Launcher. Those comparison pictures were really cool. Like, I think they're really putting in a lot of work. Hey, King Drew with the raid. How are you doing, King Drew?
Thank you so much for the raid, King Drew. How was your stream?
Yeah, how was your stream? One sec, let me get you a shout out.
If anybody doesn't know us, I'm Sasha. This is Portia.
And I'm Roy. Normally I'm a cat, but our chat has complete control over what I look like, so today I'm a cat wearing cosplay of a Sailor Kid. I was about to say, I'm wearing a Sailor Kid skin again.
Skin.
How are you guys doing? Nice to meet you. What were you playing over there? Were you playing
What were you
Crisis 4 as
doing?
well? Wait, what was that, Big O? Pancreas Fighter?
Pancreas Fighter?
Oh yeah, do we not
Ooh,
have?
that would be cool.
I don't think we have an Argentinian fighter, do we?
I don't think so. Saper, you can sit.
Hollander, do you understand what you're doing?
Yeah, guys, you should join us in following King Drew.
Yeah.
Working for Hollander now? What is it you're after?
World domination.
I'm glad you had fun.
That's not even funny, man.
For Red
How
Scientist.
about revenge?
For what? And deal!
Why has everyone got wings?
Everybody got wings.
Is this a side effect?
A monster. A monster's objective is usually world domination or revenge.
I mean, you ain't gotta live the
You're
stereotype.
wrong. Those aren't the wings of a monster.
Well then, what are they?
They're chicken nuggies.
Chicken nuggies.
Angel's wings.
I see.
Leave it your name, bro.
Then what should an angel fight for, Zach? What do
Honor?
angels dream of?
Lots of eyes.
Man, this song is so good.
Angel,
Angels dream of one thing.
please tell me.
To be human.
Give me your human guts, Zach.
That is a
Lifted him off the. Oh my god.
Zach. You're down for the count, my friend.
Oh, you gonna get up? What the heck? You built different.
Defend yourself!
Oh, it's time to meet Aerith. Japanese circuit. But whatever.
Oh, you mean that fighting style, Big O?
I guess.
I can't remember that's what it's called here. There's a Western variation of it though. Crap, what is it called? I think it's just called like Pancreta. It's actually an adaptation of that style.
Tell me what happened.
Mommy?
Mom? I want to help out a friend, but I don't know how I can do it.
Pankradian? Oh, like it. We're fighting monsters in Final Fantasy XI.
Mom?
Hello?
You're not my mom.
Hooray!
Heaven?
Not quite. It's a church. Hmm?
An angel?
No, I'm Aerith. You fell from the sky.
Huh?
Scared me.
So you saved me, huh?
Not really. Hello? That's all I did.
Guys be raining from the sky like cats and dogs for Aerith, tell you what.
Tell you what.
Thank you so much, Aerith. I'm Zach. I have to repay you somehow.
I'm not the last
Don't
guy
worry
that's gonna
about
fall
it.
through your roof
No,
either, just so
no.
you know.
Aha. Hey, how about one date?
What is that? Don't be silly.
Zach knows what he wants, he's up front. Pastel, what's up? How you doing?
Stop.
Oh, Pastel, welcome in.
Don't step
How
on
are
the
you?
flowers.
Trident.
Excuse me?
Normally, people are more careful with flowers.
Well, I guess I'm not normal. Oh. You don't see a lot of flowers in Midgar.
Yeah, her eyes are really pretty.
They're like luxury items around here.
They only grow here. Although, I planted some outside my house too.
If you knew that they were luxury
If I were
items,
you,
why are you gonna go
I'd
step
sell
on
them.
them, Zach?
Midgar is full of flowers. Your
Oh,
wallet's
because she
full
is.
of money.
Hey, Mikatan, good to see you. How you been?
Full of
How Mikatan, welcome
flowers.
in. How have you been?
Wallet full of money? Never thought of it that way.
This is my favorite version of Aerith's theme, the one on the guitar.
It's
so
nice.
nice.
I like it.
Aerith is now a part of your slot machine forever.
The exit? That door.
Leave.
Going already?
Oh, okay. No.
It seemed like she was about to say so.
Look at the
Exit.
exit.
That door.
That way.
If these flowers weren't here, 2 heroes. We would have lost 2 heroes.
The flowers broke their fall?
Those flowers be saving some heroes.
Did he land in the heroes? In the flowers though? I thought he landed like here in the clovers.
No, he
Oh, there's
came.
clovers here too.
Yeah, he came through. Him and Cloud were pretty much the same deal.
I guess
The
that is
whole-
where the hole is. That makes sense.
The whole thing is supposed to be like it's kind of a way of saying the ancient. It's like fate. The ancients
Oh.
help with the flowers, and they
Fudge.
save them and guide events in the direction they're supposed to go.
Are you always here?
Yeah.
Oh, Geth, welcome in.
Well, sometimes I
you?
run to Taco Bell though.
So-
You know.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
What's up, Geth? How you doing?
Don't know.
Skyfire, how you doing?
Oh, Skyfire, hello. How are you? Oh, Megatown, the game is
I'll
so
take you.
good. The combat's so fun.
Where?
Dunno.
You just want to spend more time with me.
Yeah.
Huh?
They're both so straightforward. It's great.
We're under the plate, right? Sector 5. The slums.
Yeah. Main Street's over that way. There's lots of people. And you can go above.
Ah. Well, I should be good once I make it there. Alright? Lead the way.
Yeah, we've been good, Mikatan.
Okay.
Glad to hear that
let's
you've
go.
been. I hope you've been a busy, good kind of busy.
Yeah. And we can totally relate. Stuff happens.
Right, Aerith, you broke my roof. GDFO.
Mm.
Let's go walk around the town now. I'm not gonna walk around the
You think
rooftops like I did with Cloud.
Flowers would grow here?
Probably not enough sunlight. Go to game developer jail. Make the walks the same speed.
I'm sorry you're not feeling too great, Skyfer. Be sure you get plenty of rest if you can.
Yeah, I hope you feel better soon.
Is that a new Kim emote? Does she have a new one? Oh, it's a bitty one. Okay, I'll have to remember that. That's a cute one though, her emoji.
It is cute. Oh, we're thinking about it. The wig is gonna be interesting. And she's also like 7 feet tall, but interesting camera angles and maybe Nendroid furniture, we can make it work.
You know what would be
Yeah,
a
but-
really cool fan art, I think, though?
Those would be pretty comfortable though. At least they're like wedges. What's that?
A really cool fan art, I think, would be Noi from Doro Hidoro versus Marissa.
Oh yeah, because they Noise hacking tall too.
And like Noi wears blue, her blue tracksuit,
Yeah,
with
blue and
paired up
red.
against Marissa's red would be
Yeah.
kind of like that, the whole Oni thing.
You think?
That would be heckin' sweet. Oh my god.
Monsters!
Hedgehog
There we
pies.
go.
Hey, Fragos.
Zach, let's run!
Don't worry about it.
Yo-yo.
I'll protect you. I've got this.
You've got this?
Oh yeah. Stay back, okay?
I said, oh.
Activating combat mode.
Their bellies have full-on jiggle physics. I didn't notice that before.
They do the jiggling.
I want to slap one of their bellies.
Conflict resolved.
Just give it a good firm slapping.
You're amazing.
Hey,
You're
welcome
so
back, Valky.
strong.
Sugoi. Oh, Valky, welcome back.
Like a monster, right?
Zach, what's wrong?
Nothing. Now, let's move.
It is
Hey,
interesting they all
I
use
look good,
swords
right?
as opposed to guns.
Hmm.
What?
Dunno.
Come on, flatter me.
All right, Zach, let's go.
Hello?
You were supposed to butter my bagels. How am I supposed to walk around with dry bagels? It's nice to see Aerith in like some more traditional clothing, like not the pink
did
dress.
he take no damage? That's always the goal. Gotta look kakui all the time. Oh, we done?
Shouldn't we get going?
Oh, you got the cool air going again, Valkian? Nice.
Hey.
How hot is it there, Valkian? Last I checked, it was like 30, 33-ish, 32.
Yeah, I think it's like not as hot as it should be there, and it's not as cold as it should be
here we are.
Yep.
The seasons are
Something
broken.
wrong?
The slums look just like any other town.
Of course. Lots of people live here.
Has he never been there?
Inside that gate, there's a market. There's so many great shops there.
Oh, it's been cold there lately? Really?
Oh, what the heck? It's been the opposite here. It's like been 60 degrees
The
at the
market's
coldest.
this way.
Yeah, it's like Mother Nature lately has just kind of been putting the weather on random.
Are the slums strange to you?
I'm upset. I want cold weather. I work outside. I don't want to have a heat stroke. In the winter.
It's kind of stuffy here.
You okay?
I know why. There's no sky here.
We don't need this sky.
You're under this plate all the time. You normally miss seeing the sky, no?
Sorry, I'm not normal.
Yeah, it does look good on her.
How's that?
The sky frightens me, like it's sucking me in.
It's kind of a
Weird,
really
right?
realistic outfit. Everyone's got
Normal
such detailed
is
stuff.
overrated.
You think so?
But her outfit probably wouldn't be super
I
complex.
know. One day, I'll show you a pretty sky.
I don't know if she wants to see that though, bro. She just said
It
it's
won't be
scary.
scary. Trust me, you're gonna love it.
Normal is overrated, though. I'll agree with him on that one. And weird is very underrated.
Oh
get more
yeah,
weird.
especially last week there was no heckin' cold. I hope you had some cool stuff to wear as well. It sucks to pack in the winter. Everything's so bulky too. Is 32 where you're at? Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Goofy, what's up?
Oh,
How you
Goofy,
doing?
welcome in.
Oh, it's 32 where you're at, Geff? Wait, 32
Weird is good.
Celsius or freedom?
Yeah. I'm going to do an illegal and move the cat and run to the restroom really quick. I'm actually shocked I made it this long. Sorry for 56, that's nice. It's not hot at all.
Portia's now the streamer.
Yep, she gonna play.
She's like, ooh, the human got this all warm. I'm gonna sit right here. Oh, Lord. I hope Axel forgot that the treats are right there. He's been trying to get the treats all night, and if Sasha isn't over there, there's no one to protect them. No intrusive thoughts. Go to sleep, Axel. You had to get some cooler clothes while you were here, oh? Yeah, it was like, what, 75 Fahrenheit? Something like that when you were here. It hasn't been cold at all. Even though we've had rain recently. Yeah, she always soaks up the seat warmth. Oh, it's 15 Celsius there. That's actually right in the range that I like. I like it between like 50 and 65 Fahrenheit. That's the good range, because you can get away with wearing like a nice, just like you can throw a hoodie on and not have to wear like thermals or anything crazy. So you can just kind of, I like wearing hoodies and jackets. I've got a lot more interesting hoodies and jackets than I've got like t-shirts. 44 where you're at? It's been raining here a ton. Like it was raining sheets this morning. But we were like just east of a whole cluster of tornadoes. But those don't get too bad here. They get to like category 3, I think. Welcome back.
Thank you.
You just
Oh,
gotta
sorry, Frederick.
scoop her up.
Just
Look
Oh,
at
she
the
could play.
baby.
Oh, Wookie, welcome in. How are you?
Hey, Wookie,
it's
what's
cold.
up? How are you?
38 degrees? Man, I wish it would get that cold here. Oh, thank you, Ralph.
Porsche doesn't like being picked up that much, but Axel back there, if you pick Axel up, he'll like let you hold him all day.
Yeah, he's cool with whatever.
Now,
all the
whether or
time.
not your body can handle that all day.
Yeah, he's pretty heavy. Cold but okay. I wish we could share some of our warm weather. You got some blankets?
Yeah, I wish we could throw some degrees your way and
Yeah,
get
it
rid of
is-
them here.
Yeah, we don't need them. This whole chapter is incredibly cute.
It's really interesting though because
Are
they
the
kept the
Sims strange to
original
you?
Crisis Core level design for Midgar. I actually
wait.
expected them to completely like rip the what they put into what is it, into 7 remake. I figured they would just take that and throw it into this, but it looks like they completely just redid the whole Crisis Core version of Midgar.
If they go, you want it to be colder than 38 degrees? What? Or is that 38 Celsius? So that's actually pretty warm.
38 Celsius is very warm.
Huh. Looks like an interesting place.
Yeah. Wanna take a look?
Is that a Starbucks over there?
Oh, sorry.
Be careful, huh?
He took your
Okay. Sorry again.
stuff.
Man, that hurts.
I know that RPG
Wait.
trope.
What
He
the?
took my wallet.
What's wrong?
Yup.
My wallet's gone.
Oh no.
That little brat. He just stole my wallet. Aerith, wait here, okay? I'm gonna go catch that kid and get my wallet back.
Bruno's his name.
Bruno? You know his name?
Yeah, I know him. Just a little. He doesn't do things like that.
But
If he really stole from you, I'm sure he had good reason. Hey, I'll go look for him.
38 at 2 in the
you wait
morning.
here.
Good lord, that is hot.
What the heck?
All right, I'll wait.
That sounds
here,
pretty close to Texan weather.
But
Yeah.
I'm pretty antsy.
Yeah.
We're gonna
know.
save Martino.
That obvious?
Because 38, that's like right at 100 degrees, isn't it? Like 100, 101, somewhere there.
Theft is theft, no matter the
Oh,
reason.
20 degrees is pretty
I'll have
cold.
to give him a good scolding.
It's nice to work in though. So cold I don't even sweat. More squats.
Ugh, that's it. It's my wallet that was stolen. I'm gonna look for Bruno too. I think he went that way.
Yeah, I was gonna say Aerith went the wrong way.
Yeah, she did.
What? A kid? Go outside these gates? Nobody's gone through these gates in a while.
Can't believe that kid grew up to be in the Kanto Elite Four.
Welcome, shopper, to the item shop.
The origin story of Bruno. All right, I should be looking for someone to shoot over to.
Oh, is it that late? Oh, heck.
Yeah,
Getting
Crisis
too
Core
far.
has a way of like making time just fly by.
Hey, mister, you look pretty busy.
Yeah, I wish I didn't have to go to bed. It's so good.
Oh, are you looking for someone? This exit leads to the path to go above the plates. It's possible he went that way.
Anything from gifts for your loved ones to common everyday use items.
Oh,
If you need
it's already
accessories,
decided.
Get them right here.
Drops phone.
Oops.
So excited. Just...
We're going to cosplay Let's Play. 'cause
Oh, heck yeah. Did she finish her Aerith?
Yes, she finished her
Oh,
Aerith
that's what's up.
cosplay. She looks exactly like Aerith. She looks absolutely breathtaking. And she's also playing Crisis Core.
Yeah, it's the perfect cosplay for her. Oh my god. I really wanted to see it. I was actually gonna mention it. I was gonna ask if you had seen any posts or anything on it. I hadn't seen
If you
anything
need
today, but I
materia,
knew she was working
you've
on
come
it.
to the right place. Everything
Making
from
some
top of the line
like,
to
alterations,
cheap
I think, to the wig. Her cosplays are absolutely incredible. I will see it.
What? A kid? Nobody's.
I am not anymore paying attention to what is being said to me. Oops.
You gotta train tomorrow, Big O. Well, have a good night. I hope everything goes away. I hope everything goes great with your training and your party.
Yeah, have a good training. And a good shift. And an awesome sleep. Oh, and have a great party, too. Corporate party. I still hope it's fun, though. Yeah, have a great sleep. Thank you so much for hanging out and talking to us. It's always a good time.
Yeah, it's always good talking to you, Big O. Have a good one. Take it easy.
Oh, we saw cosplay Let's Play just now?
So yeah, guys, Cosplay Let's Play is a friend of ours, and she's an amazing cosplayer. Like, you'll see when we get over there. She's like the spitting image of Aerith right now.
Yeah,
she looks so good. And
all the cosplays she does are like spot on, like walked out of the game, kind of good.
yeah, she's done several cosplays. You might have seen her in social media. She's done really good cosplays of Nier. She's also done Lady Zero from Drakengard. She's done an amazing Kaine from Nier. And her partner Kuja has done Kuja as well as several other. He's done
Protag too.
Zack as well as Protag.
Oh, has he done Zack? All of his are like just as good. Both of them are insanely good. But they're also a really good time. Her stream's wonderful. She's an excellent conversation.
She's a super pleasant person. She's awesome. She's funny. You guys are gonna love her. We've rated her a time or two before, but we don't often get to. She's had kind of a rough year and hasn't been able to stream as often as she'd like to. So we're gonna go show her some love.
Yeah, let's do it.
So guys, let me give you your raid messages. If you are subbed to us, feel free to copy that message right there. And if you are not, then feel free to use that one.
Yeah, I promise the top one works. Yeah, you too, Val. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with us. We really appreciate you.
Yeah, it's always a wonderful time. And Helix too, man.
Yeah, Helix, it's always good to see you, bro.
Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out.
Geth, thank you so much for coming in, chatting with us, hanging with us. So let me get the raid set up real quick here.
And you too, Ralph. Have a lovely rest of your day, night. I think it's night for you.
Alrighty, you guys. So like I said, we're gonna head on over there. She's an amazing person. You guys are gonna love her, so.
Yeah, I adore her. She's wonderful. Oh my god.
As always, like, subs, all that stuff is up to you. What we always ask for around here, though, is if it's within your means, please consider adopting or rescuing an animal. ASPCA.org, petfinder.com. If you can't bring a critter home, there's other ways to help out those animals in need.
You can also go volunteer and still spend time with the guys, or you can donate money, your blankets, clothes, sheets, office supplies, all kinds of stuff. Google your local shelters, see what they need. You might have something they could use.
Yep, so if you got love to give, love to show, there's plenty of ways to show it and give it. And unfortunately, there's always animals out there who could use that love. So show them what you got, guys. And speaking of love, we love you. And remember, buy your fun, not your fam. Adopt, don't shop. We'll see you on the next one.
Yep, nighty night, guys. You sleep well too, Ralph.
Night, you guys. Have a great one.